Are you ready, kids?
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
This was a interesting stream this evening. Oh wow, everybody joined at the same time. Look at that. Hello, everyone. I don't think I can make this bigger.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
Hello,
I see you in there claiming the land.
Yep, birthday
and
cake.
Ori claiming the land for some
no,
reason.
I was land hoeing back.
Ah, I see.
Lackatoo, hello.
Lackatoo bro. Hello.
Alrighty. So, what do we have today? Well, we have me being very brain dead, which I don't know why, because it's one of those things where it's like when I have to edit videos outside of like a certain time of day and like do fun things in between, it feels way worse than if it's just like 10 a.m. to, 1 and then do whatever afterwards. So, I don't know. But Yeah, everybody
I
having a
feel that.
nice.
It's like you get off schedule and then your brain is like,
Yeah.
wait, this
It's
isn't the
just like
time we
this isn't
normally do this.
and it's
What
like
are you
now this is the
doing?
time when I'm supposed to be having fun. Why are you making me do unfun things?
Yeah.
Like,
Why is
no.
work happening? This doesn't add
Exactly.
up.
Um
Hey, a PCM. I
oh,
have
you are
looked
here,
at that and I
PCM.
see you are here.
Are you playing this evening? Or not? That is the
Or are
true
you just
question.
here to give us some noob stories?
But I hope everyone who does have Memorial Day, I know some of you are in Canada and whatever, and you probably don't, but everyone who does have Memorial Day weekend,
If you manage to get that 3 to 4 day weekend, congratulations.
setting up prom. Ooh. At your
Ooh,
dad's high school? Just for
that's
fun?
exciting.
Is your dad a teacher, or is it the high school that he went to for some reason? Yeah, bit out of it.
You're
I
out
feel
and
that.
about, PCM?
Ah, I see.
Hey,
So
everyone's up
fun
to
new
new stuff
little
this week.
little emotes. What are these little emotes, PCM? Who is this? A
They're
new
such
person.
cute little emotes.
But what was I gonna say?
Oh, English teacher, very nice.
That's wild. That's wild. That's such a funny thing. I don't know why we got last weekend.
I don't remember what happened last weekend.
Or
to
is
be
that
honest.
you got a Canada thing last weekend and then you also get this weekend? That's wild. Either way, that's really nuts. That's pretty fun. Okay, so yeah, so Canada thing and then US thing. That's funny. That's nuts. That's very funny. Um but what was I going to say? I have forgotten. Oh.
Oh
Yeah,
dear.
we took
Oh
down
no.
the nutcrackers today, so you can tell.
No friggin' way.
Yeah, it's sad. I'm
Oh,
sad.
that's gonna be so weird when I come over and don't see them.
Yeah, they're
They're
right in the
always
room.
there.
They're right. Been there since Christmas, since right the day after Thanksgiving, because that's how it works. So they've been there a long time.
Do I
Longer than
even
they should've.
recall a time when they weren't there?
You should.
I
But,
don't.
Wherever you left off in the Discord, PCN, that's probably good.
Yes, I
but-
think we're all caught up if we've been reading campfires.
Today, we have a fun little thing, which again, I don't know if you guys can see very well. Excuse me. Let's see if we can make you all see it better by doing this. Essentially,
I'm going
these
over
are
what I have to do this week. There's a lot.
monsters. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This works. These are all the monsters that I have attempted to draw from memory, and thus we have art of them drawn from memory by me. The game today, the goof today, was suggested by Dichotomy, and it is for me to attempt to remember and draw my drawn from memory monster from memory, right? Okay, so I drew it from memory once. Oh, the flare snail. I drew it from memory once, and now I'm trying to draw the thing I drew from memory, right? So I'm not trying to draw the thing for the book. I'm trying to draw how I drew it from memory.
We call it memory-ception.
Memory-ception. Drawing monsters from memory-ception. So, this is the list of the creatures that I have drawn. Someone in chat, first come, first serve, may pick one. And then I'll have 15 minutes to do my best. As rest of the rules apply. Yeah.
I believe in her. She can do it.
I feel like the ones that are gonna get me are the ones that I got close to the original, right? Like the ones that I'm like confident on. I feel like those are gonna be the ones that are like the ones I'm gonna get messed up. The ones where it's like distinctly different from the original ones, I think I'll be okay with.
We will see how
There's one that I'm most concerned about. You'd love to see remember the Catoblephus? Start with the purple worm.
It was quite good.
Okay, well, we'll order this. You want to Do you have a decision dichotomy, or you want to think about it while we do Lakitu's suggestion of the purple worm? I think we'll do that. We'll start with the purple worm. Give me a little easy time. I think I remember how I drew the purple worm. And then you can choose which one you want to start out with, dichotomy. It's going wild, PCM. I'm definitely... It's definitely a nuts campaign. It reminds me of...
We are along for the ride.
Our campaign just got a ton of lore.
Yeah!
Last session,
I was not ready for all that.
I don't want to be sick! Why am I sick? I'm very upset. I'm sick.
You're the only one with blood and a body,
It makes me upset.
You're the only one.
You should all be able to get sick.
To bacteria.
Rules is written. Yes, bounty claiming. Hello, Cool Cat. How are you? Are you done with school yet, or you still have a month left? I don't know. Certain places
hang
it changes.
In there. You got this.
Yeah.
Oh, PCM, I vote Flump as well. Flump is great.
So we'll start with Purple Worm, and then we'll go to Catoblepus, I think, is what we've chosen. So
that
we'll start
seems
with
to be the plan.
Purple Worm, and then we'll do Catoblepus, and then we'll do Flump. Flump 1 or Flump 2, PCM.
Oh, that's right. We gotta clarify. She did multiple times.
Flump 1 or Flump 2. Yeah, I have 2 Flumps and I have 2 Mimics.
Was Flump number 1 the sexy Flump, or...?
No. None of these are the monsters drawn sexy.
Okay, just checking.
No. These are the ones specifically from memory. I'm not trying to remember how I drew the monsters as hot. I'm debating if the next time we do the draw the monsters as hot, if I do it more in the vibe that, like, my heart wants, and less in the vibe that we did, but we'll see. I don't know.
Certainly worth a try.
No, they're not the pinups. I guess dichotomy. You are able to do that. But PCM, while you think about Flump 1 or Flump 2, we'll do the purple worm. Alrighty. You got my timer, and here we go.
Everyone, be prepared to scream at Ori.
Already stress. Already nuts. Flump 2? Alright. Okay, I remember it had, like, some ground here, because it was always in a hole, and it came up. And I remember it giving, like, lamprey vibes. So it, like, came out like this. Came around like this. I think the teeth were on the outside, not on the inside. Maybe I did both. I think the teeth were definitely on the outside.
Like they were on the outside. That just seems like a you thing to do.
And then I know it had segments, because they have segments. Now, the problem is that because I looked up the worm, right? Because I looked up the purple worm after this, I know it has a certain feature, but if I remember correctly, I didn't add that feature. And that feature is, I'm pretty sure it has spikes like this, like some sort of back spine, but if I remember correctly, I did not add those.
That's going to make all the difference.
And that's what I think is the important part. So we got this down. Now I'll add the little lines. Oh, goodness. This is a very simple monster. I'm happy with this one. He's very chill. Very Sarlacc, you know. Vertical Sarlacc. And that's what we're here for. Which came first, the Sarlacc or the worm? I'm pretty sure the Sarlacc came first. But I can't remember exactly. I was not alive for the first of either of them. Yes, trying to remember. I always write little bullet points, PCM, not directly after the session, but like the next day, essentially. I write the bullet points down so I can remember.
I admittedly do write the details of our session in the middle of a session just because I know I'm going to forget, but I always put it in like abbreviated form. So it's like to name 2 things that have happened recently. For one of them, I wrote, "This person has a Horcrux. Miss Molly food wars the opponent."
Yes.
Or something like that.
See, what's funny is I write much vaguer notes than that. So for your food wars things,
you got even more vague than that?
Oh yeah, so that the food wars thing is encompassed within Kobold Avengers.
Kobold.
That's what it's called. That's what that bullet point is called.
Amazing.
Kobold Adventures. And then I have the Iron Giant and Iron Giant 2, Electric Boogaloo. Those are the notes.
That's incredible.
I wrote something else. I'm trying to remember. I can read off the bullet points later. I don't know if we'll get to a session retelling today because I didn't write the full one out. My brain kind of died, and I was like, dead.
Okay, Ori, we forgive you.
Then Neffy doesn't even. Yeah, I feel that. I did a character once. My very first, what I would consider my very first true Dungeons and Dragons character is my bard boy Kazoo. Love that bard boy, and he was incredibly unwise. Right, that was his dump stat. Was wisdom, and because of that, the way I played that is that he didn't pay attention. Right, so he was very he wasn't paying attention when people talked or when people spoke or anything. So because of that, I sort of also didn't pay attention, right, as a player, where I paid less attention than I normally do, and I sort of just was having a good time while the other two characters were like, what? They just talked about it, and I would call things there's a monster called the Forvalaka. I never called it that. I called it the Fork Lava because I couldn't remember it otherwise, as Kazoo. And that was the sort of chaos I brought to the whole thing.
That
was very fun because it's controlled chaos, right? It's you're in a meeting with the board members, and I'm fiddling with my pencil, and the teacher calls on you. They're like, Kazoo, what do you think about this? And it's yeah. Let's pretend I didn't hear anything you said, and if we're pretending that way, why don't you act it out? I'll act my part too. All that sort of thing.
That's incredible.
Oh my god, I got a text message.
Oh.
I'm getting a ice cream delivery, apparently.
Oh, that's very nice. I went shopping today and I picked up some peanut butter chocolate dairy-free ice cream.
Ooh.
I'm so excited to try it. I want it.
Okay. Pink inside the worm, I think.
I feel like I remember pink.
I remember it being pink. I remember it being pink inside the worm. What was I gonna say? Oh my god, I've been doing so many... I say I've been doing so many commissions, but it's literally just 3 people have commissioned me, but 2 of them are for 3 and 4 items each. So it's just it feels like a lot of commissions because it is mathematically.
That is a lot of commission.
Mathematically.
Individual artwork.
Yeah. So it's definitely wow. But as Dichotomy had mentioned in his server, I do these Ben 10 items for this one commissioner. There's one client that I have that I very, very much enjoy working with. And I literally finished the last one of the batch, and they're like, all right, that was the last one. You want 4 more? And I was like, sure. Sounds good to me. So now I was like, oh, okay.
Sure,
awesome.
I need the money. Why the hell not?
It's one of those things where it's I have the commissions take, 2 weeks per item. So it's different when people, hey, it's good. I love, yeah, exactly. Love that. That's the vibe I want, Little work on the advertising side, but people coming for the commissions. My thing is that I kind of enjoy the bulk ones in a way compared to the single ones, but then I also enjoy the single ones in a way compared to the bulk ones. And the reason for this is because with the bulk ones, it's I'm not expected to finish all 5 in the 2-week span, right? So I have my commissions are done in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's for one thing, right? I will get one thing done in 2 weeks, that's the whole thing. So when there's 3, it takes a total of roughly 6 weeks because the first one is 2 weeks, the second one is 2 weeks, and the third one is 2 weeks, right? Math. So it's okay, nice, I'm spread out over a time. So if I had the same amount of single commissions at once, it would be like a lot more hectic, because it'd be like, oh god, okay, I have to work on everyone every single day, all the time, multiple a day. Oh my god.
Oh,
It'd be kind of
jeez.
hectic. But then having like,
Way too
no.
much.
But the difference is that you get paid in like one big bulk sum of money, right? So you don't get that little dopamine of like getting your invoice paid, even though it's mathematically the same amount of money, right? It's just like, oh no, I don't get paid every time. I get paid once at the beginning. So it's very funny in that way.
Shucks.
It's definitely just, different vibes. Important questions. How many layers will this memory-ception go? I don't know. It depends on if y'all are interested in having it go. I'll say some of them will be more recognizable than others. It depends on how good I do, I think, and if you guys, want more of this. Like, I'm only gonna...
I mean, I feel like there should be two scales. Like, obviously, there's the first to measure how well you did compared to your original recollection of how you thought the creature looked. But then we could also see, like, have you had exposure to the creature that now changes it from what it used to be, how you used to memorize it.
I think the problem with doing anything on that second part is the fact that, like, I am very much not at all trying to get the original creature, right? Like, there is no intention here on my end to make this accurate to the book. This is me solely attempting to remember how I drew it the first time, right?
Right.
So exactly, yeah, if I do really well on this... Why is this not... Oh, because I'm a dumb. If I do really well on, like, recreating this purple worm, like, I feel like this purple worm is one of the ones where I'm gonna be, like, pretty similar, and it will never deviate nutsoid from the original, like I feel like it's pretty standard, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like I could stray so far that it's completely unrecognizable, right? But something like the Catoblepus, that one day, I mean, one, it's already unrecognizable because of how I drew it from memory, but two, that might end up being something totally different. I don't know yet. And that's sort of the difference, so we'll see.
I can see that. That does make sense.
And so, if you guys want to go another layer deeper after this one, because you guys are enjoying, we'll see. We might also have to just do another Monsters from Memory one and see sort of how that goes. Who knows?
Did I find the thing I was looking for? Maybe?
I'm so sad that Ghost Trick comes out so late.
Me too.
I'm like, if it came out at the beginning...
I'm really hoping to play it soon.
Well, I don't know if we'll play it soon, but it's definitely on the list. It's definitely in the rounds of it.
Yay!
Oh yeah, but I would definitely prefer to play it with Dylan. I think that'd be more fun.
Oh, I think that would be way more fun. There's plenty of characters to voice.
Exactly.
There's oh my gosh, there's so much.
Exactly. There's plenty of characters, and it's just really fun.
Okay, dang it, I didn't have what I thought I had.
It's called Ghost Trick Birthday Cake. It's by the... Right? It's called Ghost Trick, right? I'm not saying it wrong. Okay.
No, it's called Ghost Trick.
It's by Capcom, and it's written by the same person who wrote...
team that wrote Ace Attorney.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
yeah, Pastry Puff knows what's up.
Bread and butter. The only big difference is that it's a little bit more, think like a point-and-click adventure, like Monkey Island, in which you're like solving puzzles to try to move throughout the room. So maybe you have to manipulate something in order to get through the door. One of the big gimmicks of the game is that, and it's not a spoiler, so there's a ghost, obviously, but your partner, Lynn, she dies a lot. Like a lot. And there are puzzles you need to solve to make sure she doesn't die so she can keep investigating the mystery. So that's one of the puzzles you can solve. It's a good time. It's a good time.
Ooh, birthday's coming up. Nice, nice. I love how we have such these Ace Attorney Capcom fans. Everybody's getting Ghost Trick. Very nice, very nice.
Amazing.
It is definitely on our list to play. I admit that it will probably almost definitely be after Investigations, because Dylan is vying for Investigations really hard. He really, really wants to play Investigations because he loves Edgeworth.
Really wants
he loves Edgeworth. So,
and I can't say I blame him.
Oh, I certainly do not blame him. So it'll probably be after that. But, yeah, it'll be fun. All right, here's my worm. I know
that
it's not
most
yellow.
Certainly a worm.
It's a worm. I'm pretty sure I drew it this simplistically, the first time. So, oh God, my ice cream's melting. I forgot about it. Okay, hold on.
Don't let your ice cream melt, Ori. What were you thinking?
All right, I've succeeded in opening my ice cream with the mic turned off, so you guys aren't allowed.
I can't
Very
believe
delicious.
I don't have the thing I thought I had. That's annoying.
Okay, it was here. Oh, I don't want to do that. Stop. Let me add it to a thing. Boop, boop, boop. I don't. What are you questioning, Cool Cat? Oh. I would have to assume it's kind of like rodents, but if I'm being honest, they're just supposed to be scary. Why do I keep doing this? This is not what I want to do.
The sand is very soft.
If
It's
I
not
recall,
like hard ground they're moving through.
if I recall, they like vibrate enough to get through the whole thing, and they make like the sand like a liquid. All right, okay, so there's my worm. It's a little more glowy. He had a little more segmentation to it. Mine is much simpler.
Okay,
no question here.
Oh, you went for the round smooth
very
boy in your
simpler.
original picture. Look at that evolution. Can we get a side by side, please?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you also made him a little bit taller. He's grown.
Well,
he's grown since then.
They're in the ground, so he's just come out of the ground more.
No need to be shy, little worm. Okay, so his mouth was a lot brighter in the old one.
It was more like glowing because I remember I thought they breathed fire. I could see how it looks like a little baby polyp jellyfish. Oh, yes, thank you, pastry.
I like it. It looks like we have an evolution from like kind of a more simplistic drawing to like this more matured color. I like it.
It's brighter.
I'm vibing.
But yeah, see, I remembered that the actual worm had like spikes, but I remembered not putting them on it.
You definitely know.
Once your first group done with Leighton,
spikes the first time.
You're going into grade A's and then investigations. My goal is to do it in order, like chronological order. Roughly. Obviously,
we really want that timeline.
Obviously, the Great Ace Attorney is, in the past, but that's a very new game compared, so I kind of keep those on their own in my head.
Honestly, that can, wait until the very, very end.
Yeah.
We just want Miles and Phoenix. We just want our Miles and Phoenix. That's all we want.
I see what you're saying, Cool Cat. That is true, Lakitu. It is on the Switch. The issue... I have to emulate 90% of that, no matter what. because like of
I
stream.
know one of them was giving us an issue.
The only one I
game,
haven't
like,
successfully
refusing to
found
be
is
emulated.
Spirit of Justice. 'Cause
Ah,
that's like
yes.
the newest, not the Switch ones, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
That was like 3DS, I think.
yeah. So that one we'll have to see what I do about it, but I'll figure it out. We're doing
got a
it.
long
You know, I
ways
don't
to
have
go.
I have a goal, and it's part of the goal, so we ain't not doing it. Okay.
We're going
Purple
for
worm.
100% completion, you guys.
We are. Not, what's the word? Achievements, though. I don't deal with achievements. We
God,
just play
no.
game.
If we focused on achievement, we would never complete anything.
I forget what I'm using to emulate off the top of my head. But I essentially am like, I'll cross that bridge as we get there. I'm figure it out. Alrighty. Purple
This
worm.
is one of those not on the brain right now.
I think PCM said Flumph 1, right?
I believe so. PCM can. Well, you don't need to clarify. I'll just scroll back up.
Oh, 2. Okay. Flumph 2. My apologies. Thank you.
Ah, yes.
Alright.
Flump 2.
Beautiful. Now we will try the Catoblepus, which I do remember vaguely what it looks like.
But do you remember what yours looked like?
Oh, yes. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, well, there you go. Mission accomplished.
Mm-hmm. I just have to... give me a second to finish my ice cream.
I imagine it'll be much easier to draw without ice cream.
It will. I'm also just a little sticky from the Chip Witch.
Ooh, jealous.
You forgot my attempt? Okay, I highly remember my attempt.
See, this is where Ori gets to impress everyone with
At least
her
I think
memory.
I do.
She's gonna have a good time with this
I
one.
think I'll
can
get
see it
pretty
coming.
close.
I feel like you got this.
Do you
I have
remember it at
faith
all,
in
Mars?
you. I feel like it was the cute-looking one that we all said we wanted to adopt.
That is true, Cool Cat. It does look that way.
Was I completely off the mark?
I don't think it was the one everybody wanted to adopt. I think that was the Wretched.
Oh, okay. Then no, I don't remember.
Alrighty.
Forgive me.
Here we go. Resetting that timer.
Ugh. Guys, this 4-day weekend went so damn fast.
It's not over yet. I never really had one, but you know.
It feels like it's over. And I'm sitting here like, oh my god,
It's
I have 2 session plans due tomorrow. I gotta finish.
Well, you don't have off tomorrow?
Oh, I do have off tomorrow. It's just like getting in touch with everyone, collaborating, getting the materials together, practicing so you know what the heck you're doing when it comes time to do the session. You know.
An
It's a lot.
anorexic snuffleupagus. Not a heffalump? I remember the heffalumps. I loved that in I almost said Scooby-Doo. I don't know why. In Winnie the Pooh.
Definitely not Scooby-Doo.
It's not Scooby-Doo. Okay. It had the leggies. And it had, like, clawed toad leggies. It was this
okay.
bean boy.
I think I know it. Maybe.
Okay. It was like this. And then I think it had a leggy like this. Scooby the Pooh. Yeah, and Winnie the Doo.
Winnie the Doo. Oh, that just sounds even worse.
I'm really upset with myself because I
Why?
remember I have this very vivid memory of being in, I'm pretty sure it was high school, but being in high school and having this sort of like whatchamahoos, having this sort of like this song stuck in my head that I always ended up like mashing up with the Scooby-Dooby-Doo theme song. The Scooby-Doo theme song.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And it was very good, and I'm very upset with myself that I don't know what song it was.
Okay, what shares the same melody as Scooby-Doo?
I don't know. I have zero idea, but it was just like a good... Yeah, Mr. Eyeball, yeah. I'm pretty sure he had spikes. Like this. Yeah. Catoblepus, it's probably my favorite creation from this game. I like it more than... I know you have a soft spot. Soft spot? What happened to them? So what happened, Cool Cat, is that I had no idea what a Catoblepus looked like when I first drew it from memory. And this is what I came up with. And so now that's what I have to draw this time. Because that's the name of the game.
Her original drawing, not the official one.
Yeah. Oh no, it had like buck teeth, didn't it? It had like that. It had like sharpened buck teeth. Oh, guys. This is really cool, kind of D&D adjacent thing. Ooh. I just booked a trip to go on a train that is a murder mystery play on the train while you ride the train.
Sick.
So I'm really excited. Did it have arms? I know the leggies were the big deal of it. Did it have arms? I feel like it maybe had like little arms. I think it had little arms.
Like the T-Rex arms.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I think. It had little T-Rex arms. Yeah, no, I don't care if it's relevant or not, pastry. That's pretty nice. You've been blessed by the roof cat. Every time I say Adrian Andrews, I can only think Adrian Agreste. And it's a curse, because I haven't watched that really show in a very long time. I think in years.
Did you know they're remaking it?
They're fully remaking it?
I think they're remaking the first bit into a movie on Netflix to kind of align with the original guy's vision for it. Like, they're kind of retconning everything.
Okay, I might watch that.
That's what I've heard.
I know that they were supposed to...
And the animation looks 10 times better, so I'm like,
I know they, like, kicked out Awestruck. He's gone. The original guy. Like, doing it. Yeah. And we didn't like him. Nobody liked him in the end. And,
no one was a fan, from what I understand.
No one was a fan. And so I think, if I remember correctly, he's out. He's been out. And then they had, like, a new season or something that was better. But, yeah, they were, like, retconning a lot of things and it didn't feel great. And then, no, don't commit real murder at my murder mystery event.
No!
And then, what was I saying? Where was this going? My brain died. We're in the middle. Oh, Miraculous. Yeah, and I haven't seen it in a long time because I kind of got sick of it. You know, there's a point, and this is the big thing. There's a point when a show that started out being... Okay, let me try to get an example. Scooby-Doo. When you watch 90% of the Scooby-Doo shows, all except Mystery Incorporated has this little tiny through line in the background through a lot of them, but you still go into Scooby-Doo expecting you get these little arc episodes, right? You get a murder, not a murder. You get a mystery per episode. And then
that's the wrong Scooby-Doo you're thinking of. Yeah. You're thinking of Velma.
Yeah, really. No, shush.
Nobody needs to think of Velma.
You get a mystery per episode and then it gets solved. Right? Like that's it. Like you go in expecting that. You don't really expect a lot deeper, and then when it does sort of have this little through line mystery to it, it's not like a huge like nutso thing. You're not like it's not crazy prevalent, and then nothing like retcons it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But versus in Miraculous, it's like, yeah, you have Monster of the Week, which is fine. Randy Cunningham is 90% Monster of the Week. Like I enjoy it still, but I'm in it. And then, but then they start getting like heavier, but then they like retcon it every time, and it's like that's the part that's kind of like this is annoying now. Like now I'm annoyed. Does that make sense? That's sort of why I sort of stopped. I was like, yeah, not really.
It's like after a while, I think there is a point where something does go on for too long that you're just kind of like, I'm done.
Well, I don't really
like,
care if it was Monster of the Week, if it felt like it was always trying to be Monster of the Week. You know what I'm saying? It's when they feel like it doesn't, it's like trying not to be Monster of the Week. And then it fails at being deeper. That's when it starts to be a problem, right?
Well, now I never watched the show myself. It just was not my cup of tea. But from what I understand, like they had the potential to do a Zuko type redemption arc, and just threw it out the window by saying, "Nope, this person is bad, and there's no hope."
Chloe's very sad. Chloe's very unfortunate. A lot.
I was like, I know that pissed off a lot of people.
Well, because they get close, and then they're like, oh, but we need her to be the villain, like the catalyst, otherwise we don't have a catalyst. And it's like, what? Like, you have people who don't get akumatized because of her. Like, you could have that still. I don't know. What can you see now, PCM? It does, Cool Cat. That is accurate. And you know what? That's what we're here for. I will say, it has some of my favorite leggies I've ever designed. These sort of like flat-toed leggies. I don't know. Sort of like a vibe.
They are quite
exactly
nice.
Pastry puff. Well, maybe not trying too hard. It's more like some people were like, I want this show to have more substance. And then the rest of the team was like, but it's a kid's show. It can't have too much substance. So we'll give it substance and then take it away. That's what they kept doing.
That would be basically Adventure Time in reverse.
It was like, yeah.
Like, if you started with all the cool stuff and then went to, like, season 1.
Yeah. It was like, no.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
It just gets, you're just kind of about it at the end, It's just like, why am I still watching them? It's the very much total thing of will they, won't they? But in like one, first in the romance way, 2, it's not a great romance way, and 3, also in the will they, won't they have actual plot lines. Which is not good. The feet do look like at the top of leaks. I could see what you're saying, Cool Cat. This man, this beautiful model of a monster, very much embodies my favorite thing, and that is that one viral sound that says, "You built like a baked bean, a baked bean, a baked bean." He is built like a baked bean. Look at him. He's built like a baked bean. Yeah, I remember him being some wrinkly, but also, like, scaly a little bit. I don't really remember that far. In a weird way. Is it fur or water? It's definitely not fur. It's more like scaly skin, I would say. Wrinkly, scaly skin. He's very scaly. But he's got, like, a lot of the other creases. I think he looks more enjoying life than he does in the original. I feel like he didn't look like he was having as good of a time in the original one. I'm trying to remember if he gave him anything else. I definitely tried to make him kind of wrinkly. I'm pretty certain. They have little ankles. Like a burnt chicken nugget. Yeah. Accurate. That is this creature's mantra inside its head. It's just happy living life. It's having a good time.
You know what? It deserves to be happy.
It's enjoying itself. It's got these little arms, these little legs. He's got a big head and little arms. Anybody remember that movie?
Oh man, such an underrated movie.
Oh, such a good movie.
So damn good.
We're not really following logic here, Cool Cat. We're following D&D weird monsters. And so it just kind of is. I'm not, if we were talking about collars, then we could talk about accuracy. But here, you know, D&D just goes nuts. We're just going nuts.
D&D goes nuts.
I'm just giving it texture.
Go nuts.
Well, time limits are a thing too.
The objective is to get it
right
done.
now is like I don't remember coloring it, if I'm being honest. So we're just like chilling.
Don't think you did.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to. I don't think it had nails on the toes. I think it just had nails on the hands.
I think it was just feet.
Yeah. Did it have one more spike there? I feel like it didn't. I feel like the spikes was kind of like the tails. Yeah, I mean, like I'm pretty happy. There he is. There's my second Catoblepus. All right. Now I think no matter what, I'm gonna like the original more. I don't think there's a question about that. But we will take a looky-loo. Catoblepus, here we are.
Good, in part 2.
And here it is. Oh, it had more spikes and his mouth was more open.
Ah.
So this one's more like a chilling dude, right? Mine is more like a dude who's chilling. And the other one is definitely having a time. I hella prefer the original one.
Yours is also a bit more upright.
Yes. Mine is standing up more.
Like,
and the arms were bigger on the
ready
original
to
one.
Attack.
The arms are bigger on the original one. I love the mouth way more on the original one.
No, you know what, Ori? Now you have a male version and a female version, like Pokemon,
I was actually
right?
thinking that. I was actually kind of thinking that. Yeah. Slowly becoming human. It'll stand upright one day.
Oh crap, it's evolving!
It's evolving! Okay. Well, you are welcome to like the new one better, Dichotomy, but I certainly prefer the older one. I just enjoy... The mouth gives me such vibe on the older one, like, damn. I really enjoy.
I honestly like both because it really does look like the two male and female Pokemon.
I'm fine with that dichotomy. I'm fine with that. The new one is the male morph, and the old one is the female.
Oh yes.
The male is more scaly and everything.
Because the female goes on the prowl, she's attacking.
Okay, we need the pre-evolution. Yeah, the male's like mellow. He doesn't have the arms for it, you know. But look, I got the right amount of fingers and the right amount of toes.
The shorter arms, and the females have the long arms for grab and prey. I like.
And they have the bigger spikes on the female by a lot.
And
look at that! The female spikes curve up and away, but the male spikes curve back and down.
Ooh!
That's interesting. That's funny. I still love the original so much.
I kind of want to expand on these guys.
D&D Monsters as Pokemon?
I want to see this evolutionary line, not gonna lie.
That could be a fun game to play, Lakitu. We will see. But, alright, we have another one here, another one down, another one drawn the dust. Catoblepus. Okay.
Catoblepus, I choose you!
Flump number 2. Well, you know, that one pretty easy. That's what your friends are doing? In what way, Birthday Cake? Are they trying to make D&D creatures look like Pokemon? Or, like, give them Pokemon moves? Are they trying to... Or are they drawing, like, the evolutions of it? Right? Because that's what I would be thinking of doing, is that it's like, okay, you give me Catoblepus, right, that's the middle evolution, right, draw the pre-evolution. Or that's the first evolution, draw the next evolution, right? Catoblepus. Yeah, it's how Cinder pronounced it, and that's all I have to go on, so that's what I've accepted as truth. But, let me start this timer again for Flump number 2. I know with Flump we always get that nice, sweet, mirror. He's very flat. He's very pancake. I'm pretty sure I drew this one more pancake. Catoblepus? Yeah, I don't know. The first time I ever heard anyone say it out loud was Cinder, so I just sort of accepted that. I just went, yes. Okay, I feel like they come out like this. Like that. Oh yes, hello. There he is. And then I think this is the one I didn't give a mouth, because it was like I knew there was a mouth, but I couldn't do it. And he had very rounded tentacles. He had some that come up like this. This one is very important. The one that come up like that. That's the most important tentacle. You see that one? It's not a flump unless it has this one little arm set that comes up. Okay? Now you all know. That's the secret. Good old symmetry. It's the best tool. It's just so speedy. You know? It just allows me to just speed through it. Okay, I think this guy has a lot more tentacles than I gave any of the other ones, but that's okay. Now, did his eyes go in? Or did they come out? I think they came out. Like that. Something you'll never achieve. Symmetry? Without the tool? It's hard without the tool. There's no doubt about that, but it just takes way longer.
I have never tried, but it looks like a struggle.
That is true, birthday cake. It's not tingle tingle kaloop limpa. Alright. I feel like that's how it went. Yeah, you can definitely achieve symmetry without the tool, but god, very time consuming. And yeah, it'll probably never be perfect because we're people, but you know,
Yeah,
you
but
can
what
get
things in this
pretty
life are
damn
perfect.
close without the tool. Okay. Yeah, I remember him being incredibly pancake the second time. Like a disc. Like a frisbee. A flumpy. Maybe?
A flumpy.
Tentacruel has 80 tentacles. That is a lot of tentacles. Jesus Christ. Now you have to go and you have to count them.
That
No,
is your assignment.
you
for
probably
tonight.
can't see them all, even if they actually like. You know what I'm saying? Like if you had a creature that had 80 tentacles, like IRL, and then you tried to count them, but you didn't get to rotate them and they didn't move, you probably couldn't see them all, you know? That's a lot of tentacles in a little space. And designing
many
Pokemon is hard.
tentacles
That's
Or
why I
too
wouldn't...
many tentacles.
Too many tentacles? That's why I wouldn't be trying to make the D&D creatures into Pokemon, nor make Pokemon into D&D creatures. I feel like that's the whole thing. Someone is out there, I do know there's an account somewhere that is making, I believe they're all magic items based on Pokemon. And they're just working their way through the Pokedex. So they are homebrewing D&D 5e magic items based on every Pokemon. And they're just working their way through the Pokedex.
That's freaking awesome.
It's pretty wild. Yes, you follow them on Insta. Yeah, see, Dichotomy knows what's up. It feels like my my client is doing that, but with Ben 10, which I'm not upset about, because what it does do is it does motivate me to actually finish a set of something, because I'm very terrible at that. I always want to, and then I inevitably fail, which sucks. Oh, that reminds me though of I'm very happy to have my 2020 Weeb challenge, because it's the perfect amount of challenge where I'm not like stressing about it 90% of the time, you know, because it's not like an everyday thing or an all the time thing. But I do sometimes stress about it like right before, like when I have to do it, right? Like I haven't done the May one yet, and so it's definitely like, oh, I was stressing about it. But then, and Dichotomy, if you can put the link, in the Twitch chat. You should be able to. But what was I saying? But then when I actually finally get down to actually like doing the art and drawing the art, I'm like, wow, this looks good. I'm very happy I did this. I'm enjoying this now. So, I'm glad that I have made that resolution with myself.
It's the shower effect. You don't want to get in, but then as soon as you're in, you're like, I don't want to stop. This is
Literally,
nice.
that is such a vibe. Why is that the most vibe? It's like, I don't want to have to take a shower,
everyone
but then
I
you
have
get in
ever
the
talked
shower,
to
it's just like,
relates
okay, never
to
mind.
it.
Why did I hate this so much? Well, it's also the like, I hate this so much because I know I'm going to spend like 20 years in the shower and the time is just gonna go by.
No, literally, I'm like, there's just certain music I should not play in the shower because I will end up having an entire concert in there and wasting the freaking water.
Okay, this
Like,
is oh god, this is I want it.
it's
This is
really
really
bad.
funny. I'm gonna call out Dylan a little bit, but I think everyone's just gonna relate. Dylan always has, honestly, he doesn't take like multiple hours in the shower 90% of the time, right? But he does take longer showers. But what he definitely does is get transported to the Feywild where time just suddenly is nothing and he pops out like way too long later and realizes that the time has gone by way too much. And like so much so where like he's early and now he's late. You know what I'm saying? Like he's running early and then he like gets wormholed through the
Something happens to derail the
exactly.
journey. Whether it's a time hole, the Fey realm.
Exactly.
He froze while time outside the portals still move.
And so I gave him my, I have an extra egg timer because I use egg timers all the time. And I gave him an egg timer so he uses the egg timer in the shower. So he sets it to like 20 minutes or whatever it is so that when the timer goes off, he's like, oh, okay, I have to like get the shampoo out of my hair and do whatever.
That is honestly hilarious because my family actually used to use an egg timer. Like back in middle school, elementary school. Like, man, that was a long time ago. I think we were given maybe, how many minutes? 8?
That's super short, Jesus.
I'm trying to remember.
I call 8-minute showers Corey showers after this guy.
Be a whole number.
After this guy at college who would specifically take 8-minute showers. And so when on like a specific day where I was in a rush, it would be like, okay, gotta take a Corey shower. But normally I feel like 15 to 20 minutes is a good average.
It's like as long as it's like a half hour, doesn't go above
exactly.
that.
Above a half hour, you're having like spa time now, you know?
Yeah. No, above a half hour, you're having a therapy session in there.
Yeah, exactly.
That is your stress relief and the only relief that you will get for the foreseeable future.
And you guys hating on the symmetrical flump, well, all the flumps that I've drawn have been symmetrical, so... You just picked the two
flumpy boys.
You just picked the two ones before this that I didn't make symmetrical. If I can make it symmetrical, I do cheat to make it symmetrical, and 90% of it is 90% of the time.
So pleasing to the eye.
Well, they think it's weird. Chat's telling me it's weird.
But I love it.
Yeah, I would say 15 to 20 minutes is average. What would you say is average, birthday cake? Is that long or short? I can't tell your tone. A plastic hourglass shower timer? I mean, that's pretty. That's pretty wild.
Classic.
I usually just I play like a specific playlist, and I know that like each song is about like 3 minutes, so it's like okay, you get like that amount of songs. It's just the one middle tentacle. Oh, I see. It's just how they fit in the space. It's so unnatural. Well, I can fix it after if we have time. I'll do a different cheat.
Not a cheat.
It's all a cheat.
Using your resources to your advantage. There's a difference.
When I'm on a timer, I'll admit it's a cheat. I'm trying to be fast. We trying to be fast. Gotta go quick, be speedy, fast service, you know, all that sort of stuff. Yes, I can. I definitely can, Cool Cat, and I'll fix it. Oh, it'll be fixed. It's just at the end, because the method of fixing is very specific to what I have planned. Ho ho. We've got to be on top of that. I think I have time. Where are we? Yeah, I got time. We got time. You know, no rush here. Nah. But yeah, honestly, I can't think of a time that I use the symmetry tool with the comic ever. 90% of that is because I draw all the comic panels at like a very specific angle where it's like,
our boys are not symmetrical.
Well, usually I would do it on like faces. Like you start with it on faces and then you like move away from it when you get to like the hair or something that's like super not symmetrical. But it's good for like eyes when you're drawing straight on. But 90% of the time I don't draw the boys straight on. So it's never useful. Method of fixing removal? No. You'll see. I got time. We're going still. I got time. Y'all so unconfident. We got time. Just gotta. It's very important because it has to be sort of near the end. And we'll fix it. I promise. Okay. Don't. It'll get bent out of shape so that you guys aren't bent out of shape. Okay. Okay. We'll all be happy then. I'm here to satisfy. If we do
You always
this,
deliver.
merge. Beautiful. And then we do that. And then we come in with this boy. And we go, whoops. See, not all the way merged. One more merge. Which one? This one? Okay, I don't know how that got so bent out of shape. That was kind of weird. Boop. Move it around. You draw traditionally? Yes, eyes are rough, but that's one of those things where it's just I sort of woke up one day and was like, wow, I can do the eyes. And then whoops, that is not the color I wanted.
I guess by that point you just had enough practice that your hand was like, yeah, no, I can do
definitely
that.
Like
Problem.
I will say there's definitely an art experience that I have experienced, and I don't know if any other artists experience this, if any of you guys who draw have experienced, where you just sort of
how universal it is.
Wake up one day and you draw something and you're like, wow, damn, that is good. It looks worse. It does kind of look worse. We'll fix it more. It'll be okay.
I will say I did have that moment with Hotson's hair stripies where they were not smooth at all, and then all of a sudden it was like, yes, my hand knows what to do, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can draw this now.
You can draw now.
Amazing. Hey, Atathis.
Hello, Atathis.
Oh man, we just got everybody tonight. This is awesome.
Everybody's here. All the school is done. Everything's dying down a little bit, you know. Everybody's chilling now. Also, 3-day weekend, you know.
I of relief. Enjoy the summer.
Tax season is over. Something
Nice.
like that. There you go. See? Now it's all good. Getting the whole gang back together. We're getting the band back together. You guys happy now? You guys chill now? You gonna chill okay? Right? He looks fine. Is he good now?
Is everything okay?
You manage? You'll live?
We'll see.
Your PC breaking. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry. Are you gonna get a new one, or did you fix it, or what's happening with that? You've got ways of hiding the body. Yeah, apparently on this murder mystery thing I'm gonna go on. That's the secret. Alrighty. Yeah, I specifically remember that they do have mouths, and now I know where the mouth is because, God, do you guys like asking for me to draw flumps? That is the whole thing. Alrighty. Whoops. got this boy.
Yell at Ori time.
What? Why are none of you yelling at me? Ah! You all failed the test.
I'm sorry, I was working on the script.
Warranty is
I
allowing you
wasn't
to...
paying attention, I'm so sorry.
Oh. Well, hopefully that'll fix it, birthday cake.
Oh, free repair is quite nice.
Hopefully that'll solve all the issues.
Here's hoping.
Okay. This is my current flump. That is supposed to be based off this specific flump.
I want this flump as a plushie. It is adorable.
I moved it.
Can I just take him home with me, please?
Okay. It's close.
Cute.
I always make the blue more green, apparently, than I make, than the actual flump is.
Okay, so your new guy, he kind of looks like he's bobbing up and down with the waves, while your original guy looks like he's giving a shrug. Like, I don't know, man.
Oh, I think he was, like, about to do the hula. With his arms up much higher. But, yeah, there's new versus old flump. There it is. I did it. Apparently, I did this second flump in like a lineless style because I was having a good time. We were chilling over there. Look, he has the middle tentacle. And you guys made me remove it. Tisk.
Does have the middle
Tisk
tentacle.
task. You guys. Yep, exactly.
I
you
will
guys
say...
made me remove it in the remembrance one.
One of them looks like a Final Fantasy creature, the other looks like a Dragon Quest creature.
I can see it, just saying.
Any gamer in the chat will know what I mean.
Alright. That is another one down, okay.
Oh, gaming on the school laptop? No!
Oh, goodness.
Oh, that's the worst.
No. Yeah, dichotomy. It's a stool. He's sitting on a stool.
Dichotomy, we've established Ori is ace. She'd never draw that.
I could tell a story, but I won't tell a story.
I'm sorry, story?
Yeah, no, not right now at least. Maybe later.
Oh, okay.
Okay, who wants to choose another one? Here is our list. Someone may choose another one for me to try and draw from memory. Murder
I'm kind of
mystery
curious
episode.
about the corpse flower, because I don't remember what that looked like.
I exactly remember how I drew that one.
Is that... Okay, I gotta ask. Are some of these creatures from that one stream I accidentally slept?
Possibly. Possibly.
Because I swear to God, some of these I don't remember you doing.
There's very much a chance of that. Want a knife? Oh my god, that's wild. What show is that, Pastry Puff?
Yeah, I need some names here.
I'm so curious what show this is. Yeah, I bet not fast at all, birthday cake. Whew. I can't imagine going back from my gaming computer. It'd be wild. But yeah, alright, who wants to choose? We got a lot of options here. I will say, some of the wildest ones are definitely the Choldrith, the Aboleth, and the Wretched. Those are the ones where I think I was the most off. Game Changer, I've seen Game Changer.
Oh, okay.
Displacer Beast, we can do Displacer Beast. Alrighty. Alright, we'll do Displacer Beast and then we'll do Flail Snail. So this will be 4, 5. Oh, good night, Dichotomy.
Night, Dichotomy.
Yes, go rest. Lots of rest. That's how I got over it. Lots and lots and lots of rest. Sleep like all day.
Of rest, lots of fluids.
Mostly
Keep
rest. Mostly, I will admit, mostly rest.
I think you slept like 90%
I
of
literally, I went to bed like normal, and then I woke up and I did tours in cold, blustering, you know, the Netherlands and Belgium. So maybe don't do that. That probably didn't help. And then I went back to bed and slept for like 4 more hours.
Did
and
you
then
have
woke up.
COVID during that time?
Yeah, that's what I got sick with. Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I got sick with. Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Don't ride planes without masks, guys. I never will again. Every plane from now on, always ride with a mask. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you do or don't. Do it. Worth it. Don't get sick on vacation, okay? That
It's
is
not
the
a fun
secret.
time.
Not worth it. All right, Displacer Beast.
I remember getting sick on vacation and oh, it sucked. It sucked
Not
so
good, not
much.
good. All right. We get... Okay. Oh, I have to do the timer again. Timer! Perfect, done. Birthday cake, when you shorten it like that, I read it as ditch and not dike. Dike? Is that how you use it? Dichotomy? How would you I read it as ditch. Good night, ditch.
I think it's supposed to be dike, but I'm not sure.
Well, it would be dike because that's short for dichotomy, right? But like,
Yeah.
my brain just reads it as ditch.
My brain is telling me I might be saying a slur and I should stop.
I don't know if it's a slur or not. I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
Read it as dick. Okay, I can see that. English is stupid, that's all we'll say.
Oh, your poor dog, Lakitu.
My dog's deaf now. She's lucky. For dogs.
I actually have a funny story about that. Last year, when the fireworks came around the 4th of July, I was so prepared for my cat Misty to be terrified, because that's what had happened in previous years with my other cats. Scurry and Simba hated fireworks. Did not like them. Simba would always hide behind the couch, this big puffball all curled up, did not like them. Scurry would either run into the basement to hide, or she would just like kind of freeze every time she heard a firework and then run to go hide under a bed, or she'd like cuddle with you to try to like get some comfort. Very, very cute, but I always felt so bad for them. Misty was a funny case. I was very tired that day. I had actually just come back from a wedding, so I was exhausted. I think I slept for most of the 4th of July. But I woke up just in time for the fireworks. And I go downstairs because I hear them starting. I can see them outside. And I sit on the couch like I'm trying to wake up a little bit. And Misty comes padding over, and I'm like, oh, what's the matter, girl? Are you scared? We had our back window open, like the curtains. So we have a really good view of the fireworks from my backyard. Like, no trees blocking the way, no nothing. You could see everything front and center. It's really nice, actually. And this cat hops on my lap, and she's just staring out the window. She has the most mesmerized look on her face as she's watching these fireworks. She's not flinching. She's not running. She's just sitting on my lap, content as could be, watching the fireworks. I'm like, oh my god, I've never seen that before.
Pastry
It was
Puff,
freaking hilarious.
I don't think your chat before you corrected yourself to slur sent it all, and I don't see it coming through, so I don't know what happened with that. Just say yes or no, and I will believe I know.
Oh,
But
good luck with your adorable sleep, birthday cake. Night night.
Safe room, huh? Oh, good night, birthday cake. You know, get them 10 hours. More sleep, better than less sleep.
Some people just
I
have
say.
that power, cool cat. I will never understand, but it is a superpower.
A Tathos Lord Displacer Beast. Yes, Displacer Beast is a very fun D&D monster. I do enjoy them. They have the leggies, so you can't be upset. And then, I see. Interesting. Very funny, Pastry Puff. But I don't even get like it didn't even tell, YouTube didn't even tell me.
YouTube, how dare.
That's what I could say. A very classic example that Dylan likes to tell me about that's not a slur but really sounds like it's a slur.
Oh jeez.
That's the wildest one. It's one of those ones where it very much is like, I shouldn't be allowed to say this, but all means of like etymology, like it's not related at all. Mm-hmm. Like the etymology is not related when you like look it up. It's like nuts. It's like, oh god. Pain.
It really is. It's just like, oh boy, somebody was having way too much fun.
What was I else gonna say? We were talking about something. Oh, Cool Cat said no, not the deaf dogs. I don't have. I think honestly, not very much has changed with my dog being deaf. She's just kind of the same. I think the most annoying thing is that you can't like call her inside. That's like the only thing that has been like, this is actually a nuisance to have her be deaf. Everything else is honestly probably pretty chill. She's pretty chill otherwise. Well, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, so I don't remember her ever having an issue with fireworks, actually. Like, even before, when she wasn't deaf. Because she didn't really care. A Junko! Yes, I love those. We get those here in the winter. And they're supposed to be like they tell you that snow is gonna come. So, that's very fun. But, yeah, so we have I live very close to a firehouse. And, the fire alarm goes off. And it's very annoying. And you hear it very loud. I had my old dog, the dachshund, she used to bark at that every time. She hated it. She really didn't like it. I mean, I understand. I don't like it. I don't want it. But, this dog, my current dog, Riley, even though she was around with Cassie, she would bark, but essentially only because Cassie was barking. If Cassie wasn't around or Cassie didn't bark, she, like, didn't care. Like, she wasn't barking at the fire alarm. She was barking because Cassie was barking. So
Cassie was the ringleader.
Yeah. So now that, Cassie's unfortunately gone, Riley doesn't bark at the fire alarm at all, even when she could hear. Obviously, now she can't hear. Now, the funniest thing that happens is sometimes she has, like, I guess a phantom noise. like she thinks she hears something, and she suddenly barks, and we're like, what the hell? Why are you doing this?
I think I heard something, but
yeah.
I'm not sure.
Every once in a while,
just in case.
She's like, I heard something, and we're like, what the hell? You cannot hear. I know you cannot hear.
It's just a precaution.
Because it's one of those things.
You can never be too sure.
Or people are like, she's just ignoring you. Like, she can hear. It's like, no. I can clap fully loud, sound asleep. She never used to be like that. She would wake up at the drop of a hat. Like,
I mean,
she's definitely
did sing your
deaf.
woes the other day about wanting to pet her on the head.
Yes,
and
the worst thing.
her not being able to hear you.
Bird that brings snow bad news? No, it's a good bird. They're cute. They're tiny. Well, they're not that tiny, but they're cute. They're like, sparrows sized. The worst birds are the frickin' blue jays. They're so pretty, they're gorgeous, but they're evil.
How are they evil?
Oh, they constantly decapitate other birds for literally no reason.
Oh, for real?
Yes. My backyard becomes littered with decapitated sparrows that are all the blue jays' fault. They don't eat them. They don't do anything with them. They just don't like them being too close. And they just murder them epically,
I've
constantly.
Never seen that.
Yeah, we get tons of decapitated sparrows in my backyard because the blue jays just like, I'm feeling a bit angry today. Let me go decapitate someone.
We have blue jays and sparrows in my yard. I swear to God, I've never seen that.
Well, they go decapitate in a different one. That is true, Cool Cat. But the difference is, and the reason I say that blue jays are evil because of that is because there is no reason to it, right? The sparrows are not threatening the nest. The sparrows aren't trying to eat the young, right? Like, the sparrows aren't trying to do anything. There's plenty of food. You know what I'm saying? Like, the sparrows aren't trying to do anything to the blue jays, but they kill them anyway. Yes, I do know otters are pretty evil as well. I have heard about otters. But, it's one of those things where they kill for fun,
that could
right?
up for it.
When like the cowbird or like parasites and stuff happen, like they're just trying to live. Is it sad? Yeah, sure, I can see it being sad, but like they're just trying to live their life, and that's how they live their life, by eating other things. Like I get that, but the blue jay is just like, no, I'm feeling feisty today. Let me decapitate a smaller bird than me. Beak plus spine equal death. Yeah, exactly. It literally pins it down and it pecks the neck off. Like it just pecks at the neck of the bird until it's literally, and I'm talking fully decapitated. Like I'm not talking like hyperbolic. Like the head is separate from the body. It's I mean, look it up. It's very common. Like it is a documented phenomenon that they do frequently.
Is it like, are they doing it for sport? Do they eat those?
No, they don't eat them. They don't eat them at all. It has nothing.
This?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I consider it actually evil, right? Like there's no benefit that we at least currently know of that they have developed this for whatever. It's like a dominance thing, and that's it. Like there's really nothing else.
Jeez.
Of nature being metal,
Kneel or die.
Yeah. I bet I would be surprised if Cool Cat didn't know this, but I think this is a fun little fact. Blue jays are actually part of the corvid group, so they are incredibly closely related to crows and ravens and magpies, which I think is fun. And jays in general, like jays is a category of bird, are corvids, which is really cool because people don't think about that. Yeah, smart birds. Corvid virus. No. All I'm gonna say is that we have a bird feeder that we fill twice a day. I promise there's enough food for the blue jays in my yard. I swear. I don't know. I don't know.
That's been a really awful thing to come into your backyard and see.
Yeah. One time I saw a full dead pigeon. However, I don't think it had anything to do with the blue jays. I think the hawk chased it, and while the pigeon got away, it like had a heart attack or something afterwards. I don't know.
To be honest, I probably would too after that.
Like a full pigeon, just stoned it, like nothing. Like it was just a full pigeon. There's a path of feathers though, so that's why I think the hawk was like chasing it. We get a hawk in our backyard, which is honestly the coolest shit. I like that. And we get a ton of pigeons. But then sometimes the hawk, kills one, and the pigeons are like, oh my god, I'm scared, and they go away. But I don't have a problem with the hawk killing them, because, like, it eats them, Like, it eats them. It's doing it for the food. It's not just doing it for fun.
For the sport.
For the sport of it. That's the whole deal. I have not watched bald eagles watch things off cliffs. I have seen bald eagles because we actually have a lot of osprey nests, and so we have a lot of bald eagle nests because they share nests. And that's really fun. We have tons of osprey nests. Oh my goodness, what the heck am I doing? Brain is dying. Trying to have bird feeders for themselves? Oh, that could be it. That's also kind of evil, though, when you think about it. If they're just trying to have
37 seconds.
Yeah, if they're just trying to have bird feeders for themselves, that's pretty evil. Because now it's not like a scarcity thing. They're just literally greedy. You know what I'm saying? Like they're putting out effort in order to kill these sparrows, which honestly they're never going to imagine. They are not going to manage to kill enough sparrows because on top of the sparrows, like I said, there's pigeons. We got other crows. We got hawks. So like the blue jay isn't winning in this scenario. It'll beat a couple sparrows or two, but it ain't getting the bird feeder to itself. That's what we're gonna say. There's just no method there. No way. Oh,
it can certainly try.
I saw I got to see a blackbird swoop a hawk. Dylan had never seen that before. He saw it. That's fun. I always think that's interesting.
Did I ever tell you this story, Ori?
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think I told chat, so I'll just tell it. But I was leaving your house one day.
Oh, Lord.
And
Also, I have...
Wait, what happened?
Atatha said watch, but actually it was supposed to be launch off cliffs.
Oh, that makes a whole difference. Baby. Oh, ospreys.
I have not seen that cool cat. That's wild. We have so we have a lot of water where we live, and so a lot of houses near the water have these sort of chimneys, and osprey build the nests on the chimneys because the houses are right near the water and they're a high point and everything like that. And you're not allowed to your chimney is just not allowed to be used anymore because they're protected. The nests are protected. And so essentially you get a nest and you're screwed. We actually build platforms for them, and on top of that, people build fake chimneys on their house for osprey and thus bald eagles, which is really funny. Okay, but here is my newest attempt. I'm pretty sure... So I know now that the Displacer Beast tentacles come out of, like, behind the head, but I'm very certain that when I originally drew it the first time, they came out of the tail. They came out of the butt like a tail. I was pretty sure that's how I drew it the first time. Exactly, all chimneys are private property now. What are you agreeing with, Mars on? The screaming? I don't know.
I didn't want to fully interrupt the story, but she also berated me for not yelling properly last time.
You must.
So...
It's a command. Okay. Yeah, a little different, but same vibe, same hat. You know, I made it taller in this one.
I see it.
I made this one more like the original, where it's much lower. But I didn't get the yellow eyes, unfortunately. I forgot that. And I didn't color the tentacles a different thing. The little scream. But yeah, it's much smoother in this one, which is more accurate to the first one. But this is the style that I go for now. So, you know, here, there. This one looks like it would be...
Not a bad comparison.
My new one looks like it would be carved as like an onyx figurine. That's what it feels like.
I feel like the new one is the kitten. You know, it hasn't developed its eyes yet. Its legs are still... It hasn't unfurled completely. I bet if you shrink it down, put it next to the other, it'd look just like a baby.
It does. It's definitely small. I mean, the other one is much taller. There's no question there. But such is life. Alrighty.
This is the offspring.
Let me do that. And then we had another one over here. Yep. Flail snail. Okay, I have to remember how I drew this one. That's the question. That's always the thing.
Ooh, the flail snail was involved, I feel.
I don't remember being that involved. Why does the drawing look like a spider cat demogorgon? Kind of what they are. It's got 6 legs. It's got the little tentacle thingies. The demogorgon is also, you know, D&D, so it's got the same body shape, I guess. You know, kind of similar. What am I drawing already? I forgot. Flail snail. Alright. They're fun. I'm glad they were in the D&D movie. That's one of those creatures where it's like I feel like it's pretty D&D vibes, but not everybody feels like it's like super D&D. First one I drew had 8 legs. It did? No, it didn't. It has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 legs. This one also has 6 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They all have 6.
All the leggies are there.
And no more. That one also has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all 6.
Could be the perspective.
Legs are confusing. That is very true. They're there. Lots of leggies. All right. What am I drawing? A flail snail. Okay. Boop, boop. Let me remember this. Okay, it sort of comes up like this. And I gave him a little Among Us face. Amogus face. I've only played Among Us like once.
I think I only truly played it like maybe once or twice, and I gotta be honest, I don't like games where I have to lie.
I'm just not good at it. Dylan's very
Because
good
I'm
at it.
so bad at it. But I'm like, every time I played Among Us with friends, I was like, please, I don't want to be the killer. I don't want to be the killer. I just want to be the crewmate, run around and fix stuff.
I just want
And
to
as
complete my
I
tasks.
also want to fix stuff. I don't want to have to like cover for myself during these meetings. That is stressful. That is anxiety. Don't like it.
Pokemon Ultra Sun, trying to get through. Yes, you gotta have all the like repels or whatever. I remember that though. Jesus, it's like surfing.
Yeah.
It's the same reason I hate surf. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, and Victory Roads. Oh God, I hate Victory Roads. It's just
Victory
like,
Road,
please.
the worst.
I understand.
The whole region, too much freaking water.
It's one of those things where it's like, I understand, right, like what the goal is here, but at a certain point, it's just a nuisance. It's not like threatening, you know.
Just give me
it's
a bunch
just like
of trainers that are actually worth battling.
Yeah, trainers are fine.
For us.
Trainers are fine, but the like I don't want all of the wild Pokemon. Like it's too much. Now it's just a waste of my time.
It's just.
It's midnight already, Tathis?
Needless grinding.
Okay, it's got like little danglies, little danglicles, like that. Beautiful. Beep. Yeah, I only gave it 2, and it has a mouth, but I don't think I gave it a mouth. Originally, I think I did give it a snail. Yes, it looks like Jerry, but that's such his life. We're ahead of you. Yeah, so it's not midnight yet. It's like 7? I think that's too early. 8? 8? Is it 8? 7? Okay. I was right, and then I doubted myself. Okay. I doubted myself. Yeah, exactly, Pastry Puff. That's the problem. It's just like, they're not a threat. They're just annoying. And that's the part of... That's what, like... That's the one thing about Pokemon where I'm like, I can't do this. I can't. It's the one thing I'm like, no, please. I want to be able to do stuff. I don't want to just have to trek so long for like 20 minutes to go like 2 feet because I can't not run into something every 2 seconds. Is that a new thing? Or did it always work like that? I feel like that's a new thing. I feel really out of date with the Pokemon mechanics.
Okay, I do remember that rule, but I'm not sure. I can't remember if that was an old mechanic or a new mechanic.
No, that's how it always worked. Okay, I guess my Pokemon were just always high enough by the time I could like purchase 80 bajillion repels.
I do feel like I did have a moment where I threw on a repel and was like, wait, why the hell didn't that work? And then it's like my level 1 Pokemon in the front slot.
Yeah, I don't recall ever having an issue, but...
Trying to raise my baby into a killing machine!
Maybe it was just lucky.
Freaking punished me. Oh, we hope you return too, cool cat.
See ya. Ooh, I highly... Okay, my personal favorite gen, Lakitu, is 4th gen. So play Platinum. I played Diamond, but, you know, Platinum gives you the best of both worlds. It's really nice. That's my personal.
Platinum's got the story and the gameplay.
That's my personal. I love it. I love Gen 4. Gen 4 top tier, in my opinion. That's just me. I enjoyed the Gen 3 remakes, too, but, you know. Gen 3's good as well. Oh, the maze! No, not the maze. Oh, God.
I will say, and I don't know why this happened, I did pick up Shining Pearl, because, you know, Gen 4, one of the best, one of my favorites. And I did not get into it as much as I thought I would.
People didn't like it. People really didn't like that one. The internet didn't like that one. I never heard anyone be like, yeah, this was good. I never heard anyone enjoy it.
I think it's because it didn't do enough stuff different. Like, at least with
Gen
Heart
5
Gold,
was good
Gold,
too.
Silver, you did have the gimmick of the Pokewalker and all the updated mechanics.
Yeah.
Poen Remake introduced a lot of new things.
Yeah, might as well. Pastry, might as well.
Oh, Attavis, I definitely agree about Gen 5. Gen 5 has some of my favorite Pokemon, hands down.
So I definitely would start with Gen 4 like a 2. I definitely like Gen 5. Gen 6, I'm trying to remember. Which were the starters of that one?
Which gen?
6, because Snivy was 5, right?
Gen 6.
So X and Y.
It
was
was
Delphox
Froakie,
and Froakie,
yeah,
Delphox,
Fennekin,
and
Chespin.
Chespin. Yeah. Yeah, I always cheat a little in a lot of the games. I remember. Okay, guys, this is a fun question. What is the first video game? No, what is the first video game that you guys remember looking up a walkthrough for?
Ooh.
This is like for me, like the reason I remember this because this was like introduced that like walkthroughs were a thing to me, right? Like, so this moment.
You know what I did it for? I did it for Dragon Quest Sentinels of the Starry Skies.
Mm-hmm.
I got so stuck on one part of that game that I had to look it up because I wanted to know what level I was supposed to be to beat the damn boss. And it turned out it was one of those things where you literally just like slam your head against a wall until a cutscene happens. And I was like, oh, not fun.
and so how did you sort of have this moment to realize you could look up the answer? You just thought about it and were like, oh, everything's on the internet? Or did someone say like, hey, just look it up?
Honestly, my dad taught me because we used to play point and click adventure games together.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got stuck, he would go to the internet and look it up. And I realized, oh yeah, I could do that too on my own. Which is kind of a funny realization. It's almost like a realization where you're out by yourself, you have the capability of buying yourself a treat, and you're like, oh man, I really wish I could get a soda. Wait a second, I'm an adult, I can get a soda.
Yeah, like it too. What caused you to be able to know that you could do that? The reason I ask is that, so I'm an only child. I have no siblings on either direction. And I had, my best friend at the time had 2 older brothers who were very into video games, right? So everything that he knew was because of his older brothers. And we used to play the Nancy Drew like computer games, right? So like you get the disc and you like download it into the computer and then you get to play, and it's the point and click, mystery Nancy Drew games. And we would get stuck, and I remembered before I even knew this friend playing one on my own and getting stuck and giving up because I was so young. This is on like Windows 98. So it was like I was so yeah, there are tons of Nancy Drew games, Pastry Puff. Like the amount is crazy. And like they're really fun to play with someone, in my opinion. Like they're really fun. But they're point and click mystery games. So you got to solve stuff. Kind of Ace Attorney the beginning vibes, and then you solve the mystery, but nobody goes to court or anything like that. The story isn't as good as Ace Attorney is, right? The characters aren't as compelling, but we had a ton of inside jokes for years based off of us playing these games together. And, but we would get stuck, and he was like, okay, we'll look it up. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, like we're stuck. Like we'll just look it up. There's a walkthrough. Like we'll figure it out and we'll just move on and then move on and just keep going. And I was like, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard of. What do you mean we could just look it up? There's just answers on the internet about how to do this? And he's like, yeah, there are. Like I do it all the time for these games. They're really hard because we're in like middle school. We're not like geniuses, and some of the things are like really annoying. This is the one that was really annoying. We had to pick peppers off of a plant. However, they had to be perfectly ripe. Otherwise, the guy would yell at you that you were going to give everyone scurvy because you picked unripe or overripe peppers. And it was such
Sorry, this is a video game?
Yes, this is a video game. It was such a tiny little window to pick these perfectly ripe peppers. We failed so many times. That was an inside joke. His name was Shorty, and he ended up being the killer. It was really nuts. And so his name was Shorty, and he would just yell at you, "You're gonna give us all scurvy," and then you would die. He wouldn't kill you, but like you would fail the game, and you'd have to like start over. And it was like, oh my god, this is the worst thing. Not all the way over, but you know, from like your last save and everything. And it was really annoying. And that was an inside week joke we had forever. Is like, you don't want to give everyone scurvy. Shorty's gonna get you. And yeah, it was really funny when they revealed he was the killer, because then he came after you and you ran down and you got trapped in this like mountain city thing and you almost fell off a cliff. And he's like coming at you. He freaking beans you with a rock if you fail. So it's nuts. But yeah, so we had like a Shorty's gonna get you. You don't pick the right vegetables. But
that is one hell of a story.
The Pokemon game. Just a Pokemon game, not sure which one. How to evolve. I see. You came across a physical guide at one point. Oh. That's wild. Yeah, all of my experiences on the internet.
I do remember having to look up how to get Espeon and Umbreon, because my first experience getting an Espeon, I got it completely by accident, but I loved using it so much and I loved the design so much that in my next Pokemon game I was like, I want to get Espeon again. This is what it's going to evolve into. Like, I didn't know about evolutions, and then I ended up with an Umbreon and I was so confused. I was like, wait, it's not purple.
This is not what I wanted.
What just happened?
How could they do this to me? What the hell?
But Umbreon ended up being pretty cool, so it all worked out. 8-year-old me was very easy to please.
Yes, that is true. Yeah, and then after that I looked up so many walkthroughs for Twilight Princess, which I still haven't beat, by the way, just because I haven't played it.
Oh god, I got stuck in the stupid sewers as soon as you turn into a wolf, and I was just like,
I didn't get stuck in the sewers, but I had some sort of problem where I like didn't know what I had to do to progress. That's a lot of my like issues, is I guess I like stop the game at a certain point where I don't remember what I have to do when I pick it back up or something like that, because that happened to me in Diamond. When I played Diamond, I was like stuck and I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now. It turned out I have to like battle like Cynthia for like one of the times or whatever in like a town, but I was just like, I don't remember what I have to do here.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of lost.
It's been so long. I'm sorry I haven't played the game in a while. I don't remember how to do anything.
Yeah, so those are always the times that I have to like look stuff up. Is like, okay, where am I? What do I do? Galarian Yamask? Goodness.
Oh, I don't even know how to get that one.
Oh my goodness, what is it? This one I have to like spin it. Oh god, yeah, yeah. What's the one? There's the squid one where you have to like turn it upside down.
Oh, you have to flip the 3DS upside down.
That's the squid one. That's like the inkery one. That's like the squid, and then you flip it upside down. That one is one. But yeah, I think yeah, the pastry one is the one where you have to spin it. Those I don't understand. Those are like, how does anybody figure those out without like?
It's an interesting gimmick, and I get what they're going for, but I'm just like, oof.
It's one of those things where it's like, is there something that they said in game that I was just dumb and didn't pick up on that someone figured out? Or did they like post it on the internet being like, we have to plant this seed so someone looks it up, so someone finds it out and then everybody knows? Or did someone just decide, I'm gonna spin my DS and see what the fuck happens? Like, what? Like, how do you figure this stuff out? You know, there's some of those like Easter eggs and stuff.
The only thing I can imagine is somebody was standing up, holding their device, and they were walking around like maybe their room, their kitchen, getting a snack or something, constantly turning around, and it just happened.
I don't know.
But how you figure out correlation equals causation is
I
a whole nother matter.
I do know that, Atathis. That one at least is like, I can see it. But like the spinning one, I don't understand. And you have to give it an item? See, this is what I'm saying. This is like nuts. Like how does anybody figure this shit out? Like I don't understand. You know, that's the baffling part to me. I am not a true gamer, I guess, because I don't sit there and figure it out. What are you doing? Oh.
Yell at Ori!
I figured it out. I realized after. I like look over at the screen.
I think I was supposed to yell at you ages ago.
Oh, maybe. We're everybody's talking about Pokemon.
Yeah,
if they
we're
don't
really
want to yell at me,
we're really not caring
I guess
to
I'm
yell
not
at you
upset.
tonight.
Oh. We gotta have the ore horn.
Yes, get the ore horn out.
If you have, whatchamahoos, I forget what it's called. Better Twitch TV plugin on Chrome, you can have the ore horn too. You don't even have to be subscribed or anything. Yeah, ore horn.
Quite nice.
Beautiful. I love it. I'm very happy. One of my favorite things I've ever made.
It is.
Ore horn is top tier design choices. Like very little can top it. Alrighty. Let's see what my other flail smells like. My brain is dying if we're being completely and utterly honest. We might just move on. I don't know.
Move on to what?
I don't know. Do something else. We'll see. Oh, yeah, okay. I should say this in a second. Where is it? This one. Oh, don't highlight it all. I want to drag it. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so that's the original flail snail, and I remembered that I drew the shell wrong, and that I had less, and then it didn't have, like, I didn't give it a mouth thing. Oh, I think I gave this one a mouth, but a different mouth. Yeah, okay. I gave this one like a teethy mouth, but I got most of it right. I'm pretty happy. Like, that's pretty similar.
That's not too shabby.
It's essentially, I took an air horn. I'll show it on Stream Pastry Puff. This is what it looks like. I took an air horn and I drew the Ori avatar over it for one of the videos. It's actually for the most recent video that came out on Friday. Is what it's in, but it's just lovely, and I'll show it off because I love it so much. This is the ore horn. It's gorgeous. It's a masterpiece. Nothing can beat this. This is the peak of my creative ability. Forget Vash's, fan art, forget Reagan's fan art, forget, any of that. The comic. No, this is the true masterpiece of my lifetime. Okay?
It still looks like Hubert to me.
It's perfect. It's very perfect.
It's amazing.
It's top tier. There's nothing. Yeah, it's from the thumbnail from last Friday. And it's like 30 seconds of stream, but I love it, and I might have to show it because it's just beautiful. I might have to show those 30 seconds. It's very important to me.
Guys, you got Ori on a tangent now.
It's very quick. It's literally so short, but it's just beautiful. Also, the short that I put out today, 2 people commented "get a job." Which I don't understand why. What in this specific short made them want to do that?
Did they post it on the Hodson one? Or...
No. It's on the Don't Look Ace Attorney one, and it just says "get a job," and then someone else was just like "get a job." So.
The hell does that mean?
I don't know. Okay, hold on. It's over here somewhere. I'll find it. La la. It's like at the very end. Okay. We'll find it. We gotta find it. It's very important to me. Oh, okay, I found it. Beautiful. We're ready. In before the prosecutor and the next state's attorney uses an air horn. That's beautiful. Amazing. Alright, alright. We'll do this. We'll do this, I guess. Nope, that didn't work.
So close.
You got it. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Beauteous. Okay, okay, okay. Let's pause this other music a second. Mute that. Unmute this. Okay, we ready? You ready? It's beautiful.
I believe we are.
We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Right.
That's too close.
I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned.
Oh! Boo 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 boo! Bah, 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 bah.
And with that, court is adjourned.
Oh, that's it. Is that 2 seconds? This is just beautiful.
It's amazing.
I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has
Wham,
been
wham,
dethroned.
wham, wham.
Boo 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 boo! Bah, 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 bah. It's the animation to it. The movement is the best part of it. It's so good.
The movement brings it all to life. It completes the joke. It would not be the same without the movement.
Oh, wild pastry puff. I haven't played.
I also love that you made the air horn look like you.
It had to. It was a
That's hilarious.
It's beautiful. That's the top tier shit right there. That's the sort of thing. The only thing that made me cackle as hard as that on my own edits. Yeah, exactly. Atathis. It's very much the movement of the air along with it. Dance, more a top tier. But the only thing that made me cackle as hard as that was when I edited the Steel Samurai face mask reveal thing to the second Mission Impossible movie face mask reveal scenes. That I also laughed way too hard at and watched way too hard. But
that was also top tier.
That was top tier. Oh my goodness. Okay, great. Beautiful. What was I doing? Nothing.
You were debating drawing some more.
Yeah, do we want to do more of these ceptions, or do we want to draw legendary cards, work on legendary cards? Those are the options. We'll see. I'll admit that my brain has slowly died today. I tried to write the summary,
Pastry
and I
puff.
only got like halfway there. Catches a cold?
But his death spell's the replacement for objection.
Oh, that's so sweet. So cute.
Poor
Oh,
Phoebe.
goodness
He
gracious.
doesn't get sick days.
No. Poor boy. Poor
Can't
boy.
afford them.
He can't. This is what's so ridiculous. IRL Phoenix should be making, at least when he's older, like when he's in his 30s, like when he's like established, he should be making way more money than Edgeworth, like just mathematically. But Phoenix probably does 90% of his work pro bono. There's no question.
Yeah. He's too good a guy.
He's a bleeding heart. He's sassy, but he's a bleeding heart. There's no question.
He truly is.
The poor man.
But that's why we love him.
Up for whatever. Alright, I think we're gonna work on the other thing then, because my brain is just slowly melting. And
Cool.
I really need to do something else. Where am
I was almost wondering, could this be our chance to make you watch Lackadaisy? I still can't believe you haven't seen that.
It's one of those things where it's like I don't think about it until I can't, when I have time to watch things. It's like I don't think about it. Or
Okay.
a lot of time when
You know what? Business meeting tomorrow then.
All right, deal. Most of the time when I it's Maya's idea. Oh my god, that's Pastry Puff, you need to put that in the Discord or something. I need to read this. Or you can link it in chat. I need to read this one. It sounds beautiful. My brain is dead. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Monsters from Memory-ception. No, we keep it that way. Boop. Done. Let me get a sneak peek at my Link fan art. Yay! As I open some.
Ah! Gorgeous!
We'll open over here so you can stare at how my beautiful sketch work. Oh! I don't even know where the cards are. They're somewhere.
I am still trying to beat Breath of the Wild. I was thinking of playing it after stream tonight, because I'm just like, I need to beat it. So I can play Tears of the Kingdom.
I haven't beaten it. I own Tears of the Kingdom. It's still in the plastic. This is how we live, baby.
It really is. I still have Fire Emblem Three Houses, and I started it twice. I haven't played it.
Ori doesn't have...
I'm so bad about this.
I don't even know what I don't have at this point. If I'm being completely honest, I don't have something. And I don't know exactly what it is. But it's not there. And thus I own lots of video games that I just never play. Not for lack of desire. Well, I guess it's less desire. Who knows? We play Ace Attorney. That's the time I get. See, that's the thing. Stream game night is the time I get to play games. And vacation. So we sort of just have to live with that. And that's how it is.
That's just life sometimes.
I need to let Dylan drive when we go on vacation though, so like I can play games in the car. That's the problem. Problem in quotes.
I get someone else to drive, and then you have all the freedom to play all the games you want.
See, problem in quotes is that when you drive for 4 hours with your partner, at least in my case, you know, you're talking to them. You know, you're not like doing your own thing and then the other person is driving. Like, you're talking with them. That's what they're for. They're meant to like make sure that you, the driver, doesn't have to be bored, right? I guess is the way to do it. So I even couldn't do it if I was not the driver, because it's my job to like make sure that Dylan's not bored and everything like that. Versus when I drive with my parents, my father's driving and then my mother's in the passenger seat. And honestly, she snaps most of the time. But it's also 12 hours, right? It's very difficult to just nonstop talk for 12 hours. You know, 4 hours, 6 hours, manageable. 12 hours, God, no. Like, you know, that's a long time. So you put it in the Discord. Beautiful. Amazing. I will definitely have to read that tonight when I should be sleeping. There's no question. Mars is in Wolfwood Hell. I need my right worth sometimes, or just my Phoenix
I'm in Wolfwood Hell.
You're in Vashwood Hell. Is the word I want.
Vashwood Hell. Well, I mean, yeah, Wolfwood Hell as well.
You do like writing from his point of view. Honestly, it's probably the same reason why people write from Edgeworth's point of view.
So
it's the same sass, though.
To write for, because Wolfwood has that perfect mix of I am snarky as hell and I'm going to curse every 5 seconds, but then he's also got those moments of just like really soft, tender, like, God damn it, he really cares and he does not want to. And that is just such a fun perspective to write from. Though I did write from Bash's perspective for that Soulmate game.
You did. I'm not saying you don't, but it's definitely...
And he was very, like, worried, panicked boy the entire time.
Very worried, panicked boy. What was I saying? Lakitu, the fact that you felt that you could do that at all in the first place is impressive. I haven't beaten Breath of the Wild. Now, I'm gonna admit, I haven't beaten Breath of the Wild specifically because I'm a wimp. I'm scared of Ganon. I shouldn't be scared of Ganon, but I'm bad at fighting. I'm bad at fighting game. Like, no matter what, like, doing the combat bits, I'm bad at it. Very bad at it. So, even though Ganon is, like, I've only heard that he's very easy, I'm like, no, I want to find all the shrines. That's the one thing I'll 100% is I'll find all the shrines. And then, oh, there's, like, DLC content. I'll totally get that and do that first. Because that's in the order.
Yeah, nope.
No, no.
It's just not how that works, honey.
It's just not how it works. I have beaten a whopping 2 Zelda games, and I own almost all of them. And this is my shame. Dylan put it very succinctly. No, honestly, Dylan put it very succinctly the other day. We went out to celebrate his graduation, and we went out to dinner, and we went out with these people that are like family friends of his, but they're like a second, father and mother to him. They, he hung out with them a lot, and they have a lot in common. And one of them, and they watched all the Star Trek shows, like all the iterations of the Star Trek shows together, like all of them. And he was like, not Dylan, the other guy, he was like, you gotta get Ori to watch them, Dylan. Like, why haven't you gotten Ori to watch them? And Dylan literally said, because she would rather draw. And it's like, wow, called out, but based. Accurate. Like no, you got me pegged right there, right then. That is exactly.
I mean,
that is exactly the reality, because it really is. I gotta say, and it kind of sucks in a way. Mm-hmm. Yes, Dylan graduated. Now he's just in study hell for his one final test.
Yes. Quite the conundrum.
Okay, I promise I won't look at the comments. Pastry, thank you for the warning. Okay, that works too. Thankfully, I don't think Dylan will read them, and that's all that matters. He's the biggest, upset spoiler person. But, I mean, I don't want to be spoiled either. But, honestly, my brain can forget very easily. When I want it to. When I don't want it to retain material, I can really just have it go one ear in one ear and out the other. Yeah, study hell for the bar exam. Essentially, this Tuesday is our last Dylan Tuesday for 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we gotta find something else to do.
So we have other things to play for Mars and I, and maybe a guest here or there. Mm-hmm. But,
here and there,
we have some other, they are games that came from a list of, if you like Ace Attorney, you should play these games.
You'll probably like this.
So I hope you'll like them. I hope we'll like them. I'm very excited for the first one we plan to play. But, yeah. So Dylan essentially will be non-existent for a couple of months there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that hard, Lakitu. Feel that very hard. It's like a superpower. We have not played Your Turn today. Assume we've played nothing,
No.
if I'm being completely honest. There's a high chance that we have not played anything. Your Turn to Die.
Definitely have not played that.
Looks interesting. Very bright and colorful. Goodness.
Well, that's promising.
Oh, wow. Interesting characters. The first one we have to play is called Tangle Tower. And that'll be very fun. I'm excited for that one. Okay. Everything died. Thank you. Beautiful.
No.
It came back. We're good. We're chilling. This is not where I wanted to be. I wanted to look at this chat. Oh, it's from the... Oh, its fandom, the Danganronpa fandom, and the Ace Attorney fandom are very close. We debated Danganronpa, but it was like, we don't want to get into something that massive. We're trying to have these little, small, in-between things. Because it is only 2 months, right? Like, it's not,
not forever.
That long. So, it's something that, there will be a time... However, it is a very, very far in the future time when we get through all the Ace Attorney games and Ghost Trick. And that is when we'll have to figure out what we're going to do. It's much smaller. Okay. I believe that. I believe that. Yeah, the other one we were looking into after
Tangle Tower.
Yes,
was it?
thank you, Tangle Tower. Was called Paradise Killer, I think is what it is, on Steam. That was another one.
Yes.
Yeah, that one looks really fun as well. So
Honestly, they got some really good ones up there.
yeah, it is definitely fun stuff. But that's what we'll try out, and we'll see. I saw Murder by Numbers. I saw Murder by Numbers Lakitu, and how it was it looked like a lot of Minesweeper. So we were like, maybe not
looked
now.
at that one.
We did look at that one. I think it also mathematically, the runtime was longer than Paradise Killer overall. I think is also what happened. The playtime average. Because we were looking into stuff that we were trying to be able to finish, you know, in between the Dylan streams, right? Like, that was the whole thing. We didn't want to start something and then be on hiatus for, like,
we want to complete a story.
an incredibly long amount of time, because that would be the problem, right? It's so long. But yeah. Very fun. We will definitely be eventually, once we complete the Ace Attorney stuff, totally asking for recommendations.
Oh, absolutely.
Because we will have no idea. This one we did a little more.
Now what?
Yeah, this one we did a little more research into, solely because I did care about how long they took us to do. So that was the main thing. But one day, hopefully you'll stick around that long.
Hopefully we give you reason to stick around that long.
Oh, you wanted to know the context of the get a job. I posted the short today.
Very much so.
So I try to post Ace Attorney shorts every day that we don't post videos, and they are shorts directly from the videos because goodness gracious, everything takes so fucking long to do. I just don't have the time otherwise. I enjoyed doing them from the streams because then they could all be hella bangers, because that's like 3 to 4 hours of content whittled down into like the 7 best moments. I don't have that. I have to actually spread out 15 minutes of content into 3 best moments from that 15-minute content. So quality-wise, whatever. But I thought this one was funny. It was essentially like 5-minute gap. You could make pasta in that time if you like it al dente. And then I continued, and the water was already boiling, because damn, that takes forever. And you went, yeah, it does. And that was the whole thing. And 2 people now, which is just a wild double nickel thing, have just commented get a job. And it's just like one of those things, like, why did this one spur that? You know, why did what made this video specifically warrant that, like,
from the woodwork, as it were?
Yeah, I'm just so curious. My favorite comment, though, is I've been trying to post a couple of the reels that I've made for Outcast-related stuff on YouTube, on another channel, because I have like 80 freaking channels for everything. Jesus Christ. Content creation is hard. But,
so many. So many.
But, it's literally, there's only, you can tell that Ferrix has any animalistic features in the cropping of the reel, of the short, and someone commented, I'm anti-furry. It's like, okay, cool. Thanks for
letting us know.
Thanks for the algorithm boost, though.
Following us.
For giving me any comments there. Thank you.
See, that's so the thing I always have to wonder. Do they think they're doing something by saying stuff like that? Like,
I think they just want to
freaking do. We're not gonna stop.
This is very important to me, guys. This is very important. If you play one of the races, the heritages, whatever you want to call them, in a TTRPG, that is an animalistic race, right? So tabaxi, they're just cat people, you know, like in Pathfinder you can play gnolls, they're just hyena people. Is that furry? Is that a furry? One of our table mates, he doesn't want to do that because he feels like it's being a furry, and it's like, I mean, one, who the fuck cares? But two, who the fuck cares? But three, I don't think it necessarily makes you a furry if you just want it. But I guess technically maybe it does. Where is the furry line? I also hate...
It's an anthropomorphic animal that walks upright, wears clothing. I think it meets the criteria.
You think it means... So now this person is a furry? Is that what it is?
Well, I'm not saying the person themselves is a furry. Play whatever the hell you want to play. You don't necessarily have to label it. But it does cross into furry territory, in my opinion.
My question...
Whether someone chooses to believe they're a furry
is
or
where
not,
is the
that's
furry line, right? I'm always confused. Do I try to market Outcast as furry art? Is it? I don't know. I haven't managed to find another artist.
I don't think we cross into furry territory.
See, okay, my problem is that I haven't found another artist that goes as ham as I do with, like, the leggies, right? So it's like a whole thing. Every once in a while you get an artist that draws like a satyr or something like that, like they do that, but that's not their whole thing, and they're usually like specific animals, right? Like specific, like I said, satyr, right? Like it's usually like a specific mythical thing, or like a centaur or something, like a tar. Those are very common. But when I see artists mostly draw, like, you know, close to what I character design like, they don't have the legs, right? Tails, fine. Spines, you know, antlers, horns, teeth, you know, the eyes, the feathers, all that sort of stuff. I see that very commonly. It's the legs. You know, and I can't tell if the legs put it over in that. This is the, you know, conundrums. The difficulties.
The struggle.
The struggle is real.
Very
because
real.
to me, the biggest thing that makes it a furry is the face, right? So that's like my personal opinion. I feel like you're definitely...
I feel like your faces are still too human.
They're still very human. Even
furry.
Ferrex, you know?
Like, Ferrex does not have a snout, a muzzle. None of them do. Aster doesn't have a beak or
all
anything.
of them are definitely human, except Ferrex. He gets closer, but I still wouldn't even call him that yet, you know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go there yet.
It's still a very far cry, in my opinion.
But it's like, then who do I market this to?
Pirates!
Pirates?
Well, we know they're pirates.
We do know they're pirates.
So market to the pirates.
There's a Jeopardy question where both my mother and I were like, pirates! And the answer was whalers, but sad.
Aw, man.
Very sad.
So close.
Alright, what's everybody else been doing this weekend? Chillin'? Krillin?
Poop. I have been doing assignments, writing session plans, doing simulations for a class that took up to 6 hours in total. Oh my god. Running errands.
Roller skating?
Roller skating, ooh.
Is that something you've been doing for a while, Pastry Puff? Something new you picked up, or first time? Did you go to like a rink, or you just outside with like your own skates? I've always wanted to go to a rink. I've never been. I've never done roller skating at all. I've always wanted to. I've done a lot of ice skating.
I would love
You didn't fall. Beautiful.
Yay! Ah, congrats!
High class balance. That's the word. Your dex stat must be pretty high. See, we're bringing it back around to D&D. We're in the D&D category. I gotta talk about it every once in a while.
Oh yes. I mean, you just have to.
You just have to. The second time to a specific rink. Ooh, very nice. You have like friends that like doing it, or you just all decided you wanted to go, or? Ooh. You're Ace Attorney AU. Videos, Lakitu, what's your channel? Gotta plug it.
Yeah.
What's it about? Fell a lot. She was helping a person who never skated before. That's the worst. When you like help out a lot and then it causes you to fall. That's when I do ice skating. It's like, I ain't touching you. Like, you stay over there. You can fall. I'm not touching you. Don't drag me down. Rhythm Heaven
Don't
content.
drag me down
Ooh.
to your level.
I've seen some of those.
Hmm.
I don't know if they were yours. I honestly don't look at any names 90% of the time. They were all shorts, so I don't know if you do shorts or not. When you felt like it and your friend mentioned wanted to go roller skating. Very nice, very nice.
That's awesome.
A lot of video game music and memes. Yeah, that's fun. Fun. Yeah, plug it. You can link it.
Totally. I say go for it.
We had second Ace Attorney in our Pathfinder game the other day. Not the last session, the session before it. And that was nuts. I was not ready. I did not. I was not prepared
Any of us were.
to be forced to do trial again that soon.
Okay. I know it's not Hootie on the belt, but man, does it look like Hootie.
Yeah, this was before Hootie existed in mainstream media, was this created, so I did it first. I'm not joking. This is not a joke. Owl House didn't exist yet.
Hi, yes, I'd like compensation for my
Oh, that I don't care. They definitely didn't see my Hootie before they made their Hootie. That's no question. But this is certainly my creation. I couldn't even have been inspired by theirs. Oh, pastry puff, that's so fun. It makes me wish that I could just brain art onto the paper. Like, please. I need Edgeworth to be really cool at it. I'm curious what your headcanons are. No?
Edgeworth would be terrible at it.
Oh, see, but I see Phoenix flailing.
No. This Phoenix would be maybe not coordinated, but he'd be able to stay upright.
No. Phoenix is very much this one person that I remember. Or maybe this is Maya. We'll see. I'm gonna explain. I went ice skating a lot in college, and I enjoy ice skating, and I've taken classes, and it's really fun, and I like it. So I'm pretty good, is the point with that. I took a lot of people who had never been ice skating before. There was one guy, his name was Ben, and he's like a skateboarder. And the point that I say that is the fact that, so the biggest thing is he wasn't afraid to fall. Oh no. Yeah, put it in... Let me get the channel name.
See, that's what I'm imagining Lakitu. Like, Edgeworth,
Clutching the wall.
he's all
He's
composed
afraid.
in court. He's composed with everything else in his daily life, but this is where he flails, fumbles, and of course falls.
Put it in
Phoenix.
newspaper Lakitu in the cafe. But okay, tell me who this person was though. So this guy Ben, he wasn't afraid to fall. So what he would do is he would do all these crazy, like, random shit, right, that are just random stuff he would test out while ice skating, and he would go down constantly, but he would just be a part of it and just get back up and keep going. And so it looked rather purposeful, where he was literally just falling in style, and that was the whole vibe. But he just didn't care, right? Like, when I fall ice skating, I'm like nervous now, right? Like, I'm like shaking, and it's like an adrenaline moment, versus like he was just vibing. Nick, yeah, I see that face, your puff, very much. Okay, Maya's the competent one. That could be fun.
Yeah, I think that checks out.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna show you guys this. I haven't shown anybody but Dylan this yet. I was doing stuff for a video, for an Ace Attorney video. Since we're talking about Ace Attorney, I'm gonna bring it up. I was looking up, like, Damon Gant, for like meme purposes, and I found this one fan art of Damon Gant that like I have to show because it's nuts. Here it is. Okay, so in the game, Mars and I both bash on Damon Gant. We don't enjoy his drip. We don't enjoy his whatever. He just looks evil. However, Cop Damon Gant is fine as fuck. Look at this man. Look at this man. Okay? I can't deny. I can't lie. I can't tell a lie. Look at him.
God freaking damn it.
This is what I'm saying. Okay? I can't tell no lies. Cop David Gant is fine as fuck.
It makes
Okay.
it even sadder he
Yeah,
let himself
exactly.
go so much.
Oh no, he's hot. Indeed. Top tier
Yeah.
shit.
Why
this is
did he
unfair.
trade in this for that?
He didn't need the orange suit. The orange suit ruined it. Yeah,
The orange
yeah,
suit did not
exactly,
look good.
Pastry Puff. I don't know what they did.
Horrible.
They took him and they just sprinkled the sexy on there. And I don't know how they did that. I don't know. But there he is. This smash yes. Other David Gant pass, hella. This is where we're at. Young David Gant. It's beautiful. Top tier shit. Look at this. I can't. So yeah, I had to show Dylan that.
I can get behind.
I
but-
had to show Dylan that.
Oh, that is painful.
It's
It
painful.
makes me. Well, it makes me cry for what we could have had.
Yeah.
Because that would have looked good with white hair. He didn't need to be orange.
It was the orange. It was so the orange. If he
It was
had
the
the,
orange,
if the
it
navy
was the
blue would have been
patterns,
great.
It was too much.
Yeah, literally though. When he's bright-eyed and he's like he's not disingenuous with the world. You know, he's having a jolly old time. He's
That's
having
the
such
look
a
of
good
a
time.
murderer, Lakitu, bro. He went from first day on the police force, can't wait to maintain fair justice, to, yeah, I committed murder. What about it?
I can't with the
And blackmailed one of my associates.
multiple. He is a lot less
Oh,
orange.
the pink glasses.
It is
I
the
forgot about
glasses.
the pink
You're right.
glasses.
You're right. It's just
Oh, and he does not wear them well.
the freaking
It's too
art.
much.
The freaking it's so good.
This man could not dress
It's just
himself.
so good.
That's why he looked so good in a uniform.
Cop
The uniform
Gant.
was given to him.
Top
When he had
tier.
to dress himself, he
Yeah,
failed.
when he had to dress himself, he failed epically. The orange is not good. Like, at very least, Von Karma had the drip. I can give Von Karma the drip, okay? I cannot give
Von
Gant the drip.
Karma was put together.
Dylan thinks Gant has the drip. I can't give Gant the drip. He don't got no drip.
I
It ain't
can't.
there.
I can't.
Oh, yeah, so Cop Gant, that is what I found. I gotta say, when you look up Ace Attorney stuff on the internet, sometimes you get down rabbit holes real fast. Real fast. Am I speaking from experience? Yes.
Most definitely.
100%, yes, I am speaking from experience. Okay, you'll do that. Continue going here. See, this is the problem. See, and then my problem with fan art is I really want to draw the Ace Attorney boys. See you, Tathis. Happy to see you. Glad you could hang out.
Hey, Tathis. Thanks for coming.
What was I saying, though?
I don't know. You didn't get too into it.
Oh.
Something about Ace Attorney.
I really want to draw Ace Attorney fan art, but I also, like, don't want to just doodle them. I don't know. It's a very weird thing. This is the other problem I have with fan art, and this is why I had to give myself a freaking, pastry puff. Okay, you're gonna make me go on this tangent now. I looked up for specific Ace Attorney fanfic, right? And I found one, and it ended up being the last one in, like, a series. So it's like, well, guess I gotta read all the ones before this one in order to get to that one. And that was my life. That's what I did. I stayed up way too late to do that. So that's a vibe. I feel that vibe hella. Oh, goodness. I feel that vibe. But yeah, I really want to do Ace Attorney fan art. See everyone outside of their work clothes. Is Damon Gantz considered work clothes, though? I feel like it has all the like it has all the badges on it. Like it's definitely his commission, like his police commissioner outfit, but it feels like he gets to dress himself. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's not a uniform, right? Meekins is in a uniform. So seeing him outside his work clothes would be different, right? Like that would show us if he's drippy or not. But Edgeworth and Phoenix and not Maya, but Edgeworth and Phoenix, they chose those suits, right? Like they that's not a lawyer uniform. Like yes, you have to wear a suit, but like they chose the colors, they chose the tie and whether or not to wear a vest and everything like that. Like they chose that. Hello, Dragon Craze, how are you?
Oh, Dragon Craze,
What's
hi. Howdy, howdy.
And they chose those outfits. Casual clothes. Yeah. When you... Oh,
Ooh,
Dr. Pepper float.
Really
Ooh,
good.
Very nice. I've never had a Dr. Pepper one, but I've definitely had root beer floats, top tier. I also used to enjoy Manzanita floats. Those were fun. But nowhere sells Manzanita anymore. It's not where I live. Makes me sad. Is what he wears all the time guaranteed? Yeah, I'd have to agree. I would have to agree. Gant is just that pretentious about it. Dragon Crazes, Dr. Pepper float your a float. Oh, that is Floatception. Look at that.
Damn. Oh, guys, you're gonna
I've
make me
never
go get
heard of
ice
Dr.
cream,
Pepper
'cause
float
you
ice
are making
cream.
me hungry.
But dang, that is impressive.
I think I may have to go get ice cream.
I had my ice cream, so I'm filled. I've
Oh.
succeeded.
Hold down the fort, Tori. I shall return.
I will. I guess I can. She's leaving me, guys. How could we do this? Incredibly obsessed, Pastry Puff. Incredibly. But if you can tell, and I do know a little bit of like their earlier and later designs, but obviously Edgeworth went away. Edgeworth had he had the same style with the coat we see in Rise from the Ashes, right? Framed up. And then he moved away from it. Which, honestly, character growth. That's that character growth right there. Same with Gumshoe. I don't think Gumshoe wears clothes that he wouldn't wear outside of his job. Like, I think he wears the same clothes. It's a Bluebell product. Ooh. Very nice. Oh, it's new. That's why I haven't seen it then. But yeah. Do you find it better than a regular Dr. Pepper float, Dragon Craze? This is the question. Is it improved upon? Is the Dr. Pepper float better than a Dr. Pepper float? That's the
I
true
feel
question.
like because you have double the float, it is
No, but you
better.
really have double the Dr. Pepper, though, is my opinion.
But you also have double the float.
But
to
you
balance
have
it out.
less vanilla ice cream. Because now it's Dr. Pepper.
more-
You know what I'm saying? Now
for
it's
more
Dr.
Dr.
Pepper
Pepper.
and vanilla flavored ice cream. So if let's say a perfect Dr. Pepper float is 50% Dr. Pepper, 50% vanilla ice cream. Like, let's just pretend, okay? I'm not trying to measure out. Now you've made that into an ice cream. so the ice cream is 50% Dr. Pepper flavor, 50% vanilla, and now you've added 50% Dr. Pepper float ice cream into a Dr. Pepper float. You have significantly more Dr. Pepper flavor than vanilla flavor. Does that make sense?
You really got it down to a science.
And yeah, Pastry Puff, I counted. He was 7. He didn't really get a chance to imprint with his father, I guess. Poor Edgeworth. Like, he obviously knows, but like it wasn't. And there is Von Karma is incredibly controlling. There is no question. We are learning that now.
Von Karma literally shaped his, I'm gonna say, kids in his own image.
Mm-hmm.
Be perfect. Be me.
Oh, first, okay. So Dragon Craze, you have to try next time a regular Dr. Pepper float. She is the cravat. I mean, Edgeworth kept the cravat.
He got to her early. You know, if you're wearing a cravat around 13,
9.
you
Okay,
have
I'm sorry,
really good
9.
style or someone
My
very
apologies.
controlling over your
9.
wardrobe.
You're right. 9 is the trauma age. I forgot. 9 and 10. Those are the trauma ages. My apologies. I forgot. What was I gonna say though?
Was it about the Dr. Pepper?
No,
float?
it was about we're learning that Manfred von Karma was incredibly controlling because the whole like plot line of a bunch of the turnabouts in Justice for All with Franziska is the fact that Manfred von Karma was like, you have to be perfect, right? Like, Edgeworth literally comes in as like, oh, you know, the whole thing about being perfect and everything like that. So it's very much the whole thing. Belt buckle makes him Vanos Gaming. No, we got Hootie earlier from Mars on screen here. We got Hootie. I don't know. I'll have to look up this Vanos Gaming.
Never heard of that one. Oh, Franziska is a great foil Lakitu.
Vanos. Didn't type any in. Vanos Gaming.
That's a good way to have that, like, continuation.
Oh, I see. I see the owl immediately. I see. I see what you're saying. I have never heard of this. I've never seen this person before, Dragon Craze, but I understand the connection. Let me get a good... This is the logo image here. But this is also like some owl images here. So I can very much see what we're talking about with the belt buckle.
Okay.
So
okay,
Dylan,
I can see it.
Dylan, I like Franziska. I think it's fun. I wish she didn't whip me in court, but you know. I feel incredibly bad for Gumshoe though. I feel so much
just needs his
empathy
original boss to come
for
back
Gumshoe
and free him.
with the fact that that he has Franziska he had Franziska instead of Edgeworth. Makes me so sad. Ooh. Very nice. A long-time fan. The closest I've had to that is, I love Captain Sparkles. I don't watch him very much anymore. That's just my life, honestly, if I'm being honest. I don't have the time to watch that much YouTube like that. Visual YouTube. But I still still love
Reddit
Jordan.
meetings now.
Captain Sparkles. Yeah, honestly, 96-7% of my YouTube consumption is audio only.
Such is life.
Because the only time I get to watch anything is like late at night, and then if I've stayed up too late drawing because I decided that I wanted to have me drawing time instead of required drawing time, I guess is the word. I stay up way too late.
There is a difference.
There's a difference. And sometimes the urge is much stronger than other times, but you know. talking about Captain Sparkles last night. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Dragon Craze.
Oh,
I
thank you
have
much.
a really old Captain Sparkles merch shirt from his like first survival Minecraft world, and I feel very proud of that fact. I don't know. Every time I look at it, I'm like, I'm an OG fan.
Vintage OG
Yeah,
fan.
it's a
Holy
really
crow.
nice. It's a really nice shirt. The art is good. Ooh, yeah, though. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Pastry Pop. I can see that as well. You know what's? Friend, yeah.
Well, now Miles can be an even better influence because we brought him back from the dark side.
Yeah, well, so that's what I'm waiting to see. How after I'm very sad because I don't think we'll get to see all of Edgeworth's revelation before we have to go on hiatus, right? I think that'll happen in the next court trial section. But I'm so ready to see what it is, right? Like, I really need to know what exactly his whole deal is, because then that's the whole thing that I have to see of, like, how Franziska's gonna react. You know, that's the whole deal.
I want to know why he let his best friends think he was dead for a full year.
Well, okay, he didn't. Gumshoe knew
Like,
he was alive,
Bad
though,
move.
right? Okay, this is the one thing I'm thinking about. In that cutscene with Gumshoe calling Edgeworth, right? It looks like Gumshoe calls Edgeworth, not the other way around. That's at least what it felt like to me. So to me, that means that Gumshoe has known this whole time that Edgeworth is alive, right?
And no one bothered to correct Phoenix?
Star Snipe. Demolition Rant. Yeah, neither I've heard of. I have 2 YouTube merches, and that is the Captain Sparkles one, and I have a DFTBA sweatshirt, which I love. Oh, those sound like good AUs, Pastry Puff. That's cute. That's fun. Does Edgeworth become a defense attorney in those AUs?
Now
A gun
that
channel? Oh.
would be amazing.
Those are the fun ones. Yes? Oh, amazing. So what happens
Top
to
tier.
Phoenix? Oh my goodness. They're just both defense attorneys?
Well, you know Phoenix has to join the happy little family.
We're just having a good time now. It's just a good time, AU. Good time, the AU. And you know what? Vibe. We're here for good time, the AU.
It's good time the AU, and no one dies unless it's a murder trial.
My heart just makes... There's not enough time in the world to draw all the things at the speed that I need to do them at.
I feel that with writing sometimes.
It's very much just like, ah, yes, idea. And if only I could literally have it, like, done right now so that I've done it would be amazing. But...
See, it's like sometimes there's that feeling, but then there's also a
I
feeling
know.
of I have this awesome idea. Oh crap, now I have to spend time actually fleshing it out and trying to get it to make sense. Brain gave up.
But yeah, I see what you're saying, Lakitu. Yeah, that's a problem. Prosecutor Phoenix could be tough.
3 to 4 years, Dragon Craze. That
They
is
aren't
dedication.
Always, but they definitely have like what's your word? I don't remember the word. I was gonna say something, Pastry. I mean, obviously Edgeworth
devious.
is not evil. You know, he was kind of roped in there. Was Lana evil? I don't think so. I think she was bribed and manipulated. I wouldn't call her evil. It didn't seem like she was ever the one who wanted to do all this shady shit. Manfred with Karma, 100% evil. I don't think
the prosecutors seem to be full of either power hungry,
Winston
crazy,
Payne,
or pawns.
neutral.
That
Winston
are just
Payne,
there to be manipulated.
fully neutral. He doesn't seem to be evil. He doesn't seem to have this over,
Winston Payne is literally neutral lawful.
Yeah, he's lawful neutral.
Like,
Good.
He's just.
Why do we ever talk about Phoenix Wright enthused? Because we get off tangent, and this is life, and this is how we play this stream game.
It truly is life.
A
We
world.
were doing Memory-ception earlier, but brains have died over vacation, so.
That's a lot of work, Dragon Craze. Wow, and that you've been working on it for that long. That's dedication.
That's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and you know what, Lakitu? And that's true neutral. That's lawful neutral right there. He follows the rules. He just wants his money. And if they're guilty, they'll be guilty. And if they're not, he accepts it. He moves on. He gets paid either way. You know what? Every prosecutor should aspire to be as neutral as Winston Payne. I think so Pastry Puff, in the real world, Phoenix would be the best prosecutor. In the real world. That's like his job. Okay? That would be the job he would get. There's no question. Because he would be actually doing what the defense attorney is doing in the Ace Attorney world. The ideal prosecutor in our world is Phoenix Wright. Which is wild. That they kind of flipped him. I don't know. It's kind of funky.
They made the defense attorney.
That's why I'm really curious
morally
to see,
correct one.
I'm really curious to see how investigations goes. I'm also really curious to see what happens before then to have us get to investigations, because it feels like a lot of
uses the power of logic,
which Dylan is definitely going to be a fan of.
So. It's like, yeah, Phoenix, he can sense people's emotions with the Magatama. Athena, when she comes into the picture, is like an empath, essentially. Apollo has his, like, truth bracelet. Edgeworth, he has 2 brain cells.
He has more than 2 brain cells. Edgeworth has the most brain cells by far.
He has 2 brain cells, and he's rubbing them together so furiously that he's running laps around everyone else.
Okay, so it is so funny for me to watch, to edit the videos and rewatch them all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dragon Craze, sure. You're in the Discord? If you're not, you should be. That's the place to post them.
Please. I think that you go
joined. You did join. Yeah, in Curio. Where is it?
Curio.
Yeah, in the brewing stand. That'd be the place for it.
Ah, lovely.
No, put it in the Discord in brewing stand. I'll at you in it.
It takes a little while to learn how to navigate our Discord, but
we have a little bit of a variety of stuff.
We did fix it. It's not as bad as earlier, right, guys? Right?
I hope it's improved.
Maybe.
Not everybody being crazy in this group. I'm very ready. Oh, right before? Well, you did it then. You successfully navigated the Discord. Bravo.
Woohoo! Success.
I'm excited. I know Dylan's gonna have a blast. He has been waiting with bated breath for the investigations ones. He loves Edgeworth as a character so much. He has so much fun with it. He loves playing him. He was definitely...
he is Edgeworth.
He was definitely sad boys when Edgeworth left for this time when we had Francisca. He liked Francisca, but he's definitely an Edgeworth man through and through.
Mm-hmm.
No questions.
I mean, it's hard not to be.
I mean, I'm an Edgeworth man, but I'm also a Phoenix man. I enjoy Phoenix.
You can have the best of both.
The best of both worlds. Yeah, I guess you're right, I can.
You can have a prosecutor or an attorney at law.
Yeah, so I'm very excited to see how the investigations handle it all. Dylan just wants to be the main character finally. A little bit. I won't lie, he definitely does. He gets a little sad when he doesn't get to talk that much. He won't say that though.
I don't know. I kind of appreciate when my voice can catch a break, especially after doing Old Bag for like 2 hours straight.
I always start to feel bad when it's like I take a character that isn't Phoenix, because then there is inevitably a long stretch of time where I am the only one talking. And I feel there's like a part of me that's like I feel bad, and the other part of me is like, but sometimes I want to voice someone other than Phoenix. Every once in a while. So it's like a trade-off.
Oh, you also need variety too, so...
Ooh, the Wild West. Ooh, very nice. That sounds
Ooh.
fun, Dragon Craze. All the Wild West theme stuff are always very interesting and fun.
It's a very good vibe. The chaos, the lawlessness.
Refuses to do voices? Ugh, lame. Your sister's lame.
Ah!
How could she? Tell her that from me. Tell her your friendly neighborhood Ace Attorney streamer said that she was lame. Okay? Maybe that...
I mean, you gotta do Ace Attorney with the voices. That's where half the fun comes from.
That's where, like, more than half the fun comes from. That is very true, Enthuse, but, you know, I'm not upset that they invented it, if I'm being honest. You know, I'm pretty happy that they invented it. Oh, going full flavor there, Dragon Craze.
Ooh.
Damn, no wonder it's taking you so long. That is dedication.
It really is. Holy
Yeah, I like
crap.
it too. That's what's got to spur her into doing it. Because honestly, you know, there are some voice actors out there that can do 80 bajillion voices. But I will say most of us, we have a finite amount.
Griffin cough.
Right, but I will say, most people have a finite amount. There's a ton of Ace Attorney characters. I don't think I could successfully voice all of them differently.
It's a challenge, because you gotta figure out, like, okay, how do I make this
Dragon
different
Craze.
from all my other voices? But how do I also not massacre my throat doing this voice? Because I am not a trained voice actor. I'm just a person.
Well, that's good, Lakitu. I'm glad that you at least you see the silver lining. You can appreciate it. Oh my
14
goodness.
chapters. Holy crow.
Dragon
This
Craze.
is a passion project.
The
Jeez.
vibe though.
I respect it.
We feel the masochism vibe. Mars and I make a comic. And
Oh, yeah.
all of the comic
We've been there.
all of the comic make your first comic what's the word?
Easy,
Advice
simple.
is to make it like short and sweet and just do it once.
Nope.
And we went ha ha ha. No. If we're gonna make these characters, we're gonna love them
Literally
forever.
went and said, "Ooh, let's make Avatar: The Last Airbender, but with collars."
Yeah, it is. It's more fun that way, Enthuse. No question. No question. But yeah, I do feel bad, and especially when I'm like rewatching the videos to edit them, it's like I'm the only one talking here for like a solid 15 minutes. Like I feel really bad about this. How did they stick around? How did my friends stay? No, Dylan's kind of forced, but you know, Mars could leave anytime.
No, I can't. Nor would I want to.
I guess you wouldn't get paid. You're right. You're right. Angel Star does talk a lot, and I felt so bad because Emma kind of interjects, but Dylan's literally just sitting there. I feel so bad.
I gotta say though, listening back, I love the voice I decided to go with for Emma.
Yes, Mount rules, Dragon Craze. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, amazing, fantastic,
nice.
beautiful. Yes, yes.
You just made Ori's day.
Mount rules are great. I'm trying to remember what he had planned to do before she was going to be German. He was gonna go more Russian.
He
He was gonna lean more Russian. That was it. He was gonna lean more Russian. I remember us talking about this. He was gonna lean more Russian, and then it was confirmed in the that she was literally from Germany. So he was like, "Oh crap, guess we gotta do this."
Retcon.
Well, it didn't have to be retconned because he hadn't voiced her yet. So it worked out. That's what it was gonna mean.
Did he not
So
know she
he
was
knew
Von Karma?
no, he knew that she was a Von Karma. He didn't know he knew she was adopted. So the point was to give her a different voice than Von Karma. But then when the game was like, no, she's specifically from Germany, it's like, oh well, guess guess we're here.
Like, ah, crap. Guess
Oh,
again.
okay, you're not doing every single voice that Lakitu. That's good. Yeah, so that was, he knew she was a Von Karma, but he also knew that she was adopted. And then, so it was supposed to be different from Von Karma.
Yeah, adopted. You think anyone was willingly with Von Karma?
Okay, I talked about this. Do you think she's not? See, okay, but she's from Germany. When was Von Karma from Germany? I don't even know. But yes, you're right, Pastrypuff. However,
Do I need to do research?
No. Don't research anything. However, yeah, I thought, okay, one, I thought she was adopted. Two, there's a line in Turnabout Goodbyes where Von Karma literally is like, I have a granddaughter. I think he says, I have a granddaughter that has a dog named Phoenix. Does that make you my daughter's fiance? Because he's like talking about Polly and everything, the parrot. And we're like, how old is she? She's 7. So that implies that he does have a kid, but in theory, I hope, because I don't think Franziska has a 7-year-old daughter at the age of 18. That would make me incredibly sad. That means that he did have a kid, but can't be Edgeworth or Franziska, because Edgeworth doesn't have kids, and God, I hope Franziska doesn't turn out to have kids. I would be so sad.
On the official wiki, it does say she was born to the infamous undefeated prosecutor, Manfred von Karma. I also found her age 13 art, and okay, gotta be honest, it's adorable.
Oh, it's really cute, yeah. But like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll play the game. I ain't doing. But they're never talked about. The lore is a little hoopty, ain't gonna lie. I don't have a problem with that though. But I remember
it's one of those things that makes me wonder if they planned on making a second game, and then when
I don't think they did, because the second game specifically was written.
Now we need an actual story.
I know that Edgeworth was adopted, but I don't know. I thought we had a whole thing about Franziska was also.
I just can't wait for our
We'll find it out. We'll figure it out. That is true, Lakitu. We do know about that. About the perfection. Well, you can breed mounts? That's fun. Ooh, those are really fun rules there, Dragon Craze. How to get mounts? Ooh, that's very fun. I like that. Are there like fancy mounts? More than like horses and stuff? Oh yeah, okay, we'll get there. You know, honestly, we'll get there. We'll figure it out. I like discovering Von Karma. It'll happen. I promise, I guarantee every single Phoenix Wright game besides Layton. I don't guarantee Layton. But I guarantee all the other ones will be played. Okay? That's I can guarantee that. Because I know for a fact that Mars and Dylan aren't going anywhere. So then they're kind of stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I have them trapped, bribed.
I found Maya Fey's older art, and I'm like, wow.
Yes, yeah, that's a wild one too. Also, her mother is a wild one.
Glow up? Oh my god!
All of them have a glow up though, like Jesus Christ. Every time you look up Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, 90% of the time the first image that comes up is his 30-year-old one, and I'm like, please, thank you. I need that now. Can I have you? Just you. Thank you. That one, yes. I like that one. Maybe not pastry. I don't know. Changes. Yeah, don't go too deep on the wiki, Mars. Enthuse's warning. Don't get the spoilers.
I'm not.
Own racial specific mount. Oh. Ooh, direwolf mount. Oh, very cool, Dragon Craze. That is very true, Lekatu. If we do play Latent, it'll definitely be like a much later thing. It won't be in the middle. That would be like another thing, right? If we decide that's where we want to go after we finish every other Ace Attorney game.
We're definitely more about the Ace Attorney.
We're here for the Ace Attorney. We're doing these couple indie ones in between because, you know, we need to. We can't do Ace Attorney without our main man.
Age 35 Miles Edgeworth.
Yeah.
When?
Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Yeah, I know.
He's age 20. He's wearing the friggin' jacket that's hung up in his office.
Oh yeah. Yes, I know. We'll get there too. But no. Yes. He has glasses, and I can't, and I just yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm hyping myself up.
We're very hype. Also, he has hella drip in the 30 art because his suit jacket is longer now, and it's just like snatched.
Oh. So good.
You're being warned, Mars.
I'm
being
only
warned
looking
about
at
spoilers.
pictures.
Yeah, and Pastry Puff is still warning you about it. Enthuse is warning you about it. Mars, they're warning you. Don't go down the rabbit hole.
I will say, guys, I do know a bit about the Ace Attorney story. I don't know about the particular case we're in. I don't know about the individual cases, but I know the main story beats.
Pastry Puff says what a Phoenix Wright's design is spoilers. So
I know about his homeless look. I know about it. I have known about it for years now. I always kind of do like research into a game or fandom before I actually join it.
Pinterest is top tier. I
did the same thing for Attack on Titan. I knew that Levi's team was going to die before I even watched that.
I have smooth brain, not gonna lie. So, you know, Enthuse asked me once, how do I know, like, what outfit designs to make? Because I look on the wiki very briefly, but I have such smooth brain that I forget. And then, oh my god. Okay, so I call myself out so hard in the videos. So we're like watching I'm editing the Rise from the Ashes ones, and I do call some really classic stuff, and then Dylan talks me out of it. But literally, I read, okay, this happens. I read a line as Phoenix wrong. I read the line completely wrong. It changes the meaning completely to then what Phoenix meant to say, and then I blast Phoenix for being an idiot. Where I'm the idiot. It was me. I'm the idiot a lot in Rise from the Ashes. Holy fuck. I am so smooth-brained in Rise from the Ashes. It has the most mechanical fumbles. It has the most...
Rise from the Ashes had so many new mechanics, so many twists and turns, so many different directions, areas, pieces of evidence.
I misclick constantly.
It's crazy.
I present the wrong evidence. I click the wrong answers. I constantly go into the other menu and I don't mean to. What else? We didn't know. Okay, guys, in Rise from the Ashes, we're sitting at the police station and we need to go to the detention center and we open the freaking menu and it's not there, and all of us, every single one of us is sitting there like, what do we do now?
Oh, please tell me you're leaving that in.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm not looking at Spritework Pastry Puff, I promise.
Look, she's looking at chat now.
And there's my proof.
Yeah, exactly. Mountain goats? Ooh, that's fun.
Ooh.
Okay, hounds. Nice. Gnomes.
Moose, I like it.
Ooh, I do love that a lot.
Bears, okay.
Yes.
I read that as orcas instead of orcs, and I was like, they ride orcas? I got so excited.
Cheetah-like creatures. That's fun.
Ooh.
But I love bears for Goliath. These are very, very vibe flavorful. That's the homebrew term. They're vibeful.
Incredibly so.
Vibeful.
Like, chef's kiss.
Very good work there, Dragon Craze. Ooh, that's very fun. What am I doing with my brain? Dying, apparently, because this is how we are. This is how we die. Probably gonna log out. Yeah, we're probably gonna end real soon, like a 2. So, thanks for sticking around.
Right at midnight. That's usually our time.
About 6 minutes. Yep, you'll see us for our last Ace Attorney stream, like a 2. Before hiatus. Not the last ever. I won't say it that way. The last one before the hiatus.
Last one before 2-month hiatus. It'll be okay. We'll all make it. It'll be great.
I'm guessing you're not doing Spelljammer races, Dragon Craze. You're just gonna do you have to do elves, I think. You didn't do elves. After Justice for All His Trials and Tribulations. That's the last in the trilogy on Steam, and then we have to emulate for both. So it's gonna be Trials and Tribulations. Yeah, so Mars and I are still gonna stream Pastry Puff, but Dylan is actually studying to be an actual attorney, and he has to take the big attorney exam, the bar. And unfortunately, that consumes his every waking moment. He's already started studying for the bar, but yeah, that's going to consume his. I am very honored, essentially, that he has let us have May for what he's doing. That's why we end earlier these couple nights. So Tuesday's stream is the last stream in May, so then he's going to be away for June and July, essentially sitting at a computer, melting his brain full of literal all attorney shit. So, not a fun time, but it's sad. So, while that's happening, our first game we're going to play is called Tangled Tower, which is off of a list of, if you like Ace Attorney, here are other indie, visual novel-esque mystery games for you. We plan to have Cinder on as a guest for that, so that'll be the first 2 weeks in June. And then the rest of the time, we plan to play Paradise Killer, which is, again, off of that same sort of list of, like, if you like Ace Attorney, try these games. So hopefully that will be fun. I'm excited. It'll definitely be sad without Dylan, but hopefully Mars and I can still be entertaining and funny. Without our sassy pun master.
We'll do our best.
We'll do our best. There will still be Ace Attorney videos coming out, so you can all still relive the glory days and hear Dylan's sultry Edgeworth voice and hilarious gumshoe and southern antics. Okay, I appreciate the vote of confidence, Enthuse. Thank you. I mean, I would hope that if you guys are coming on these streams without Dylan, you're not there just for Dylan, so,
Yeah,
but...
that's kind of the hope. I mean, but
I could only hope. No, so that is the plan. So we still will be streaming on Tuesdays, the same slot, till midnight again, Mars and I. Yeah, like I said, we'll have Cinder on for that first game because it should be just those 2 streams play time wise, and I thought that'd be nice to just have another man's voice. on, so we can at least have some deep
to
voiced
break it up a
characters. It's Mars and I's very feminine voices.
I'm pretty sure Cinder can do voices.
Oh, he could definitely do voices. He's a DM and he's a D&D guy. He's a voices guy.
Oh, there we go.
And so, yeah, and he
Perfect.
has his little avatar, which will get an outfit as well. But yeah, there will be Ace Attorney content coming out on YouTube, all of the same. It just won't be streams, because such is life.
Such is life indeed.
I promise Dylan is sad that he has to miss out, and, maybe we might do something else later. We'll see. Mars and I have to discuss tomorrow during business meeting.
Yes.
But,
we
we'll
got
see.
much to discuss tomorrow.
What just happened there?
The bar is very hard. Oh, we got Raid.
Oh, Raid. Hello, Anima.
Hi, Anima.
How are you, Baked
And
Potato? Hello.
I'm so sorry, I got a pop-up. Baked Potato, hi.
Yeah, I heard it, and I was like, wait, what is happening? Howdy indeed. Upstream was nice. Anima, has your life calmed down a little bit? Yes, the bar is incredibly hard. Yeah, so Pastry Puff, essentially, so we'll talk about the bar a little bit, and this is just what I know about the bar as the partner of someone studying for the bar. So don't take any of this as nuts, concrete fact. But essentially,
a little bit of something, Anima.
the bar he is taking a class. So he literally, before he even officially graduated from law school, he started taking a class that he had to pay for. So it's an extra class that is a good, right now it's been like full 8-hour days of sitting at a computer doing this prep. And before now, it wasn't weekends. This weekend was the first weekend where it was both Saturday and Sunday weekends full of work. And it just increases in the amount of work he has to do as we get closer to the bar, which is at the end of July. Okay, so we're talking, he started May 15th, this bar prep class, and he is literally doing this every single day of the week throughout July. He won't go on like a vacation when he would because of this. He literally gets to sit there in his room. There are statistics that show that you are most likely to pass the bar that first year out of law school. And the reason for that is because you still have the physical capability and drive to buckle down as fucking hard as you need to. And you still have that sort of mental study capacity. This drops
is the window
off
of opportunity.
From like, I think it's like 86% or something like that. It's something between 60 and 80%, and it like drops down to like 30 if you fail the first time. 30%, like 30 something percent of people who take the bar a second time, only like 30% of them fail. Anima, we're briefly talking about Dylan just graduated law school, and he has to take the big lawyer test called the bar exam, which is the test that allows him, if he passes, to practice law. So this is a career defining moment, and essentially
attorney.
the bar is not hard in the sense of that it's not mentally difficult by like understanding concepts. It is solely the fact of the amount of knowledge that you have to have drilled into your brain. And the bar exam, Pastry Puff, is 2 days. The bar exam is 2 days, and you get a hotel. Even if it's within driving distance of your house, you get a hotel that is as close to your testing location as possible. Because, yeah, his attorney's badge. And then, yeah, so you literally go and you purchase, you rent a room at a hotel, because it is 2 days, 2 full days of testing. And so you go back to the hotel. So you go to the hotel the first day and you sleep over that night so that you can go for like early in the morning to go to your testing facility. And then you go back to that hotel where you sleep. And then you go back and you get tested again. And then you come home. Like that is a whole thing. And you don't know when.
Sounds like hell?
You don't know when you get to sign up for the bar exam. So you literally get an email. Yeah, no, this is nuts. I would imagine that certain medical school exams, like to become a doctor, probably are similar in veins to this exam. But essentially what happens is that you think it's the hardest one in the world. It's really nuts. And it is really just, you can pass the bar if you have the ability to buckle down this hard for 3 months, right? Like, that is the test of it. It's not so much of how smart you are. It's not so much of how whatever. It is the literal fact that you are, as a person, able to dedicate solely, like, have literally no life for 3 months.
Think about your social life,
in order to do this.
anything.
And so it is definitely like a lot of work, and you have to buckle down. And this is, yeah, law school is not for the faint of heart. Yeah, no, Pastry Puff, this is why we joke so much about Phoenix being, like, one, the biggest fucking simp, and two, couldn't have gone to law school, because Jesus Christ,
there's no way.
The amount of work is insane. Okay, and Dylan we can have Dylan talk about it a little more later. Hello, PCM, welcome back. But especially after he takes it, he can talk about it after he takes it, how he feels, how it went, how his experience was. But what I was saying was that, so you don't get like a date where, like, this is the date you get to sign up for the bar. It's not like signing up for classes. You literally just suddenly get an email that you are able to sign up for the bar.
You will be taking it now.
No. You get an email that says you can sign up. You have to go and sign up at a location. So you have to hope that you are in a position that when you get this email, you notice as soon as possible in order to get the prime locations in order to take this test, right? Because he could have ones that are like multiple hours away from where we live. He could possibly have to take the bar if this, like, his timing is wrong. Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. But yeah, Pastry Puff, that's why we harp so much on Phoenix in this game, is because of the bar exam being
no
what
way
it is.
Phoenix passed any kind of bar
It's
exam.
nuts.
But if he did all of that for Edgeworth.
Well, no, he had to pass the bar.
Just to see him again.
Yeah, they are both very driven people, Pastry Puff, and that is proven by this whole thing. But this is also why Phoenix is totally 100% the simp for Edgeworth, right? Like, no one can question that because of this fact, that the sole reason he put himself through literal schooling hell was to talk to Edgeworth. And so, you know what? He gets like, he's on the top tier number one simp, number one game simp. Phoenix Wright. You can't deny him that title.
It's just the truth at this point.
Yeah, it really is. But with that fun little rant about the bar, and again, only from the perspective of what Dylan tells me about, right? So we can definitely have a little Dylan powwow after he recovers from the bar.
So let's not overwhelm the poor guy.
Yeah. Well, again, we're just gonna have a nice fun time next stream. If we end a little early, maybe we can have him say something about it. But I definitely agree, Pastry Puff. Totally. Him and Mia. I can see both of them being that dedicated. But see, at least Mia, we have proven with Lana now that she was very smart and very driven in school. We don't know anything about Phoenix's time in law school yet, so
yeah, no.
a little hard to know, a little hard to tell. But yeah, with that, thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you all can join us for that last Ace Attorney stream before our 2-month hiatus. But hopefully you continue to join us during the hiatus for fun Mars and Ori streams for other games. And hope you guys, if you have tomorrow off, you have something fun or relaxing to do. If not, good luck with
Yes.
Monday, and
Take care of yourselves. Be
Yep.
well.
all the good stuff, and we'll see you guys on Tuesday. Good night.
Take care, everyone. Thanks for